Holy shit.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
At the bottom of the ocean.
Welcome to WTFNation.com Sergeant's Time on this 28th December 2017, the last Sergeant's Time of 2017, broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence. Welcome. How you guys doing today? Sorry, I had to take a deep breath to do that one. Somebody said that I couldn't talk faster than the guy from Action Figure Therapy, but I can. So tonight, joining me is Grey Cloud and Minx, and of course I got Mom on here. And wow, so they came here to harass me and shit. They're like, "Hey, we want to jump on the show with you," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So welcome.
I just read your caption for tonight's show, and I'm dying. Cool.
Well, I mean, it is cool. I mean, come on, you guys are cool. Cool. It's fucking cool.
I don't know why it's so funny.
Oh man. So how was y'all's Christmas, Festivus, Hanukkah, Chanicalas,
Winter solstice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Solstice. How was y'all? Did y'all have a good time? Spend a lot of money? Had unappreciated dependents? Getting pissed off at what they didn't get or what? Everything go good? Everything all right? I mean,
Let's see. I worked.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, no.
I went there to deliver babies, and no babies needed delivering. So I got paid time and a half for 12 hours to fuck around on Facebook.
Whoa.
It was
government employee.
I was about to say, so you work for the government, and that's how the government is.
Yeah, I mean,
the government's the same
totally.
way.
The Army, I don't think y'all understand how well the Army has prepared me for civilian life.
Oh, I know. This is the
Hold up and wait thing. Like, seriously, today I had a 4.5-hour hold on my fucking room, where it was literally, I got done with one case and it was a hurry up, turnover, set up for the next case, and then I was told to wait. And wait, I did for almost 5 hours.
Holy shit.
And then I was like, hey, it's time for me to go home.
Wow.
Great.
Holy crap. Well, I mean, damn. So you really just didn't do. I mean, but did you like afterwards? What is I don't know. What does your kind do after for this type of event or Christmas time? What do y'all do? I mean, do you like
my
shave some bark off a fucking tree and make it into a tea or some shit? Or
okay, so Yule, so it's the winter solstice, right?
Gotcha.
So basically we are celebrating the rebirth of the sun, because after the winter solstice the days get longer and the nights get shorter.
Mm-hmm.
So celebrating the rebirth of the sun god.
Oh, okay. But isn't it cold as balls where you're at anyway, so you guys are wanting the fucking sun to come out, right?
Wait, do what?
Isn't it cold as balls where you're at anyway, so you're like wanting the sun to come out? Is that what it is?
It's supposed to fucking snow here on Tuesday. No, you shut your dirty whore mouth, Grey Cloud. It is not awesome. So I moved to the south was to get away from cold weather.
I moved from the south. Moved to the south.
I went to the south, but apparently I need to go south of south.
Oh no, from what I'm hearing, the south, except for Florida, all the states except for Florida is fucking
Single digits.
single digits, and Florida is like chilling in like 40 to 50 degrees. They're walking around in shorts going, it's cold, and it's fucking 60 degrees.
I
No,
know.
it's 60 here today.
Oh, whoa, damn. Holy shit.
Like seriously, like south of South. So yeah, so I like the next place for me to go is literally Florida. Like that's the only option I have left.
Oh, Joe says that it's 3 inches. That's what she said. Oh, snowing. My bad.
His name's John. Words are hard. I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it John or Joe? My bad. Joe, John. That's I have to be J specific. J neutral. You know what I mean?
Do you need like old man glasses?
No, I do actually. No, hang on. Oh, it was just a quick glance. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Shit. Yeah, Spencer Ross. I see your fucking shit. Anyways, so how about you, Grey Cloud? You spent some money and get. Oh wait. Let me go back to what fucking Mink was saying. So what do you do then after that? You like I said you burn a fucking tree or some shit. What do you fucking do?
We have like a big feast. Normally, what most pagans do is that celebrate Yule. Anyways, they'll get what like literally the Yule log, which Christmas is kind of claimed as their own, but it's not.
Of course.
And you burn that all night. Well, I had to work the next day, so I was not gonna stay up all night watching a log burn to make sure it didn't burn down my house.
Yeah. So then you're burning the Yule log. So the tradition goes, you burn the Yule log, and then
feast.
Then you feast, and then that's when you get presents out. Is that what happens after that, or?
Yeah, I mean you exchange gifts and presents and whatnot throughout, the whole day, really, and this whole time. It's not just.
It's not just for one day.
No, it's not just for one day.
Oh, that's fucking kind of. So it's almost like a Jewish holiday then. You guys are just fucking giving gifts left and right for like.
Just whenever you want,
Really? Oh, damn.
That's the best part about paganism, and especially like me, I'm an eclectic one. So basically, I can pick and choose what I want to do.
What is that?
And no one can tell me that it's right or wrong.
You're a what? You're in a what? Do you have to take medication to be an epileptic one? Is that what you just said?
Oh, eclectic.
Okay, got it. All right. Oh, all right. I'm serious. I thought y'all like fucking stapled cats to a door or some shit, and then.
No.
Fucking did some other crazy shit.
No, we do that for Samhain. No, just kidding. We actually don't do that at all. At least I don't. Sure, there's some out there that do.
Okay. All right, cool. So what about you, Grey Cloud?
So I went home to Colorado and got to see my kids for the first time in about 8 months.
That's good shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it was really, really awesome. Took them to a well-known area that I always cherished and enjoyed getting to when I was younger, and even as I was older, I've always loved this place. The coolest thing was they each got to pick out a present, and so my daughter picked out a stuffed elk that we found in a store in the area because she's all about stuffed animals.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
My youngest boy picked out his very first pocket knife.
Good shit.
He was all about. And then there's a store there's an antique store. That's where he got his pocket knife. But my oldest boy, he picked out a 1 ounce silver bullet, literally shaped in about a 45, about the size of a 45 ACP round.
Wow.
Yeah. So they had a good time. They got spoiled by everybody in Colorado because they haven't been in Colorado in a long time.
Yeah.
So it was really, really awesome. Minus the traveling piece, which is, the weekly thing at the moment. But it was really awesome to be back home and feel the cold weather and feel the cold snow.
I saw that picture of you like caressing gently the snow on the ground. And I was just like, where are your gloves?
Where are your gloves?
Dude, where's your PT belt?
Oh
Obviously,
my
that's
God.
not safe.
Oh my God. Well, that's cool, man. So you got to hang out. Did you do any of the feasting? Did you?
No. So because we were traveling and whatnot, and it was like me and the kids, and I was in a hotel room mostly. We took them out for dinner, and then for Christmas Eve we had pizza, and a brownie pizza for dessert.
Oh man, dude, that is all. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what kind of like the same way. Yeah, exactly. It's the tradition, right? Chinese food.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Mom, what you do?
Not just the usual, I guess, traditional Christmas stuff. Just ate and did presents. My son, like, we got on Call of Duty World War II. I think I've been playing it more than him.
I heard that new World War II one's pretty badass.
It is. I mean, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean,
And then Minnie, she got a bunch of little shit, like this thing where she could make like slimy stuff out of glue. Now I've got slimy shit all over the kitchen table now.
damn.
And we had a traditional, I guess, ham and
Yeah,
potatoes and all that for Christmas Eve for dinner.
that's good shit.
And then I've just been lazy since.
Fuck yeah, dude. My diet's wrecked. I'm the same fucking way. I've been, PT and that. I'm like, fuck that. Remember, I was telling you, I decided not to take leave. I was supposed to take leave. I decided not to take it. I was supposed to be on leave this week, and I said, you know what? There's like been nobody at work to pay attention if I've taken leave or not. So this is kind of catch up on some work and all sorts of crap. But no, I hear you. So we have an announcement. Hang on.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
My name Jose. Jose.
Anyways.
Oh my God. Okay, one, now I really need some tequila. Two, I was just dancing around a goddamn hat. And stop the music.
Yes, if you hear that it's a Noticias con Jose Tamale. So look, it appears that Jose has landed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and is going to be doing some stuff about the Cav. This particular unit, the third something of the something. I'm not a Cav guy, and so I don't know what exactly this organization is, but it's the third of the 3rd Squadron, 73rd Cavalry, 1st BCT, 82nd Airborne Division. I guess Jose is going to be there to talk about some great things that are happening on Fort Bragg.
Oh.
More to follow on that. You guys haven't been Jose's pissed off because we've been making him go TDY to do stories, and then after that, hey, we're receiving some information that 3rd ID soldiers are not being reimbursed from Hurricane Irma evacuation stuff that's been going on. And
Really?
Oh yeah, 3rd ID is telling the soldiers that they ran out of funds, so they can't pay them, and they're being forced to pay their GTCs. Government travel cards, using their personal funds. Please, if anybody has information or to support or to add, please contact the main page. Please. We'd be more than happy to facilitate that information for you and get that fielded to Jose since he's going to be in the South. Anyways, it would be pretty, yeah. We'll just discuss like that. Of course, anonymity is guaranteed. Service means citizenship.
Jesus.
The need to know intensifies. Or if you want to call the show and shoot the shit about what's going on Fort Bragg or whatever, tell us what's going on. Again, good. Always going to be anonymous. You could go ahead and blab whatever you want. Say shit, fuck, dick, ass, pussy, motherfucker on the radio because we're not. Wait, net neutrality. Did anything happen with that? No, it didn't. So please feel free to call us. We're more than happy to shoot the shit about, let us know what's going on. Or again, 3rd ID soldiers down at Fort Stewart and down in Savannah. If you were involved in the Hurricane Irma evacuation, you were told to use your GTC and then file your vouchers later because we got we'll just get back from our deployment and then we'll do it. Yeah, there's a lot of information. Jose said that he's going to get to you guys in a minute, so please be patient. However, Fort Bragg, this Cav unit, which Cav unit? Shut up, Cav man. We're gonna be fucking so they'll be covering that. But anyways, man, so that all out of the fucking way. Welcome to Sergeant's Time, your show for active duty U.S. Army WTF moments, main page stuff, and news that are around the veteran community and also in the active Army. So apparently there's some issues going on right now. So we had a we had, I guess there's a member of Congress or member of the of our government now that is part of the Department of Defense that is from, matter of fact, we're talking about Fayetteville, North Carolina. And he's actually a top Pentagon official that is involved with the personnel. So he's the guy that is making sure that all the numbers are done, stats with the reserves, active duty, and throughout the entire military and all that. It's not just specific to the Army, just specific to the DoD in itself. So he now feels, Robert Wilkie, by the way, feels that this whole new way you're all doing it is kind of wrong with this up and out system, which is basically saying that the constant movement of soldiers has become a trademark with military families and the soldiers who are been involved, who are in the military service members, and not just soldiers, but service members in general, that the up and out career progression is kind of like out of whack. In other words, there are just some people that just aren't going to be 4-star generals. As a matter of fact, he said that as well. Hey, look, not everybody's going to be the chief of staff of the Army. And he said specifically that is moving closer to a new way of doing business, which means he's saying that this is going to happen. You know, anytime, pick up on words, nation, anytime you hear a DOD or a political, you know, a real official person, not me, because I'm just ICE, says that is moving closer to a new way of doing business, that means that he's probably gotten to somebody's ass and wanted to know how come so many people are not in the military, or why there's such a drain on resources, and why do we not have enough numbers for blank. Name it for units, name it for promotions, name it for whatever. That's just the way that this guy works. He's moving closer to a new way to do business, so that way the soldiers and families can stay at installations like we just talked about, like Fort Bragg or Fort Stewart or whatever, for longer periods of time. So as opposed to in the officer realm, they serve their 12 months position in their job, and then they up and out and they're fucking gone to wherever. You ever hear, I mean, you've seen it, Great Cloud. You've seen officers that have been on the line. They're there for about to do their KD time, and then they're fucking gone. You see them go to whatever.
Right, but so this concept sounds very familiar.
Yes.
They tried this a couple years back when they went to that whole life cycle, unit life cycle system.
They did.
Right. So a year of training, a year of deployment, and a year of recovery. And the concept was you would be able to do 2 life cycles with your unit.
Correct.
Guaranteed. And it wasn't just, you as an individual, right? So they'd form these teams, and they tried to do this downrange when I was a certain unit. And when one member of a gun team, like for the Paladins or whatever, or the tank team, when they would go on leave, that whole team would go down.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it kept that camaraderie, it kept that bond.
Yep.
And nobody had to worry about somebody trying to pick up the slack or that missing piece.
Correct. Well, that's not what's happening currently in units right now, and I'm seeing it. That as soon as 2 people go on leave and that one person's left behind, they consider that unit somewhat filled and it's ready to go. And then they grab other people from other sections to fill that unit to make a tasking or to make a mission requirement.
Right.
So, which is a fucking holy crock of shit, because like you said, that whole thing right now. Hey, remember what we talked about? Would you go to war with this army's leadership? Yeah.
Nope. Well, here's the other piece on that, right? So look at what the force cap did to the Army going to Afghanistan.
Oh, yes, it did. Yeah, you're right. Going into
piecemealing units out the door.
Yep.
Under that force cap.
Yeah.
So incomplete. You'd have like battalion minuses,
yep,
company minuses, all that other shit down range, just so you could meet your quota.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how you were evaluated as a commander. That's what blows me away. A lot of this stuff is a self-licking ice cream cone, or shooting yourself in the foot, or circle of life, or cow shit on the pasture. Whatever you want to fucking analogy you want to use, it is one of those things that in order for you to say, hey, these units need to go out and all that, but we really need to discuss OPTEMPO. Motherfuckers, you're the reason that's causing the OPTEMPO. Say fucking no for once.
Shinseki said it best as he left. Do not try to fight the 12 brigade war with 10 brigades.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, big time. And he was told to fucking retire. He was told to retire. He was told to step down. Rumsfeld told him to get the fuck out of here and take your BlackBerry with you.
And your striker.
And your striker. And your whatever. No. Whatever. So Robert Wilkie, he was sworn in as the Undersecretary of Defense for Personnel and Readiness, was like last month or something like that. And he says that the military's current way of business is outdated and detrimental to the families and retention of troops. No shit, Sherlock. What do you did it take, I don't know. Hang on, we've been in Afghanistan since 2001. It's taken us almost 17 fucking years to realize that.
Oh, well, here, while we're talking about that, look at what was that? Was it 3rd Brigade coming out of Korea? No. God, what was the? Anyway, so there's one brigade that got royally screwed, basically, based on this, what Wilkie's talking about and whatnot, about being away from families. This brigade deployed to Iraq.
Yes.
Korea.
Yep.
Right, and while they were in Iraq, they moved. The unit reflagged at Carson.
Correct.
Because at Carson when this happened.
Correct.
And the military moved all those families to Carson.
Yes.
So 24 months roughly, these families went without moms and dads and spouses and brothers and sisters and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And then wondered why soldiers were being so salty. Hey, look, don't get me wrong. I'm all about fucking making sure that Joe's doing the right thing and all that. But this was like a legit gripe. This was kind of like, wait a minute, you just told these fuckers that this was going to happen, and you've told the rest of the country and the DOD, and you brief it pretty good, that this is going to happen. You know, he's also really critical on the fact that the constant movement has become a trademark of military families, and the up and out system obviously has, needlessly boots them out, kicks them out, who can still contribute to the nation's warfighting effort. Quote, we have an industrial age system, but we are living in a new age, unquote. You damn right, I agree. I agree with that. Shit's changing. The army that I came into isn't the army today. You know, I will be put out to pasture, and they will say, okay, Ice, go to the big corral of life, and you're done.
So the Facebook Live comments, Wes Allen is saying he's a CB, and they still do field exercises based on World War II doctrine.
Oh, the CBs kind of do that anyways, right? Like construction.
You build a runway.
Yeah, you
shit.
you build runways and shit. So it's kind of like that's like airborne is doing airborne shit. It's World War II. Well, they're kind of airborne. You still jump out of an airplane and you're jumping, right? You're out of an airplane. I know what you're saying, Wes. I'm just breaking balls. Even though the army was the father of amphibious warfare, first ID, Omaha Beach. Anyways, just had to rub that
question
in there.
on this Ice, right? This whole up and out and more stabilization and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of units, right, that an enlisted soldier, a warrant officer, or an officer could actually have enough different assignments and horizon broadening to actually grow and make themselves a better leader and soldier. Those units at.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about broadening assignments, institutional assignments, and operational assignments is what you're talking about.
There's only a handful of units and installations where they can get that done.
Correct. And the thing is that there are other organizations that are hoarding soldiers to keep them from that. There's some hoarding motherfuckers in these HQs, man. That's one thing, working in a multi-star HQ, and I'm watching fuckers who look fairly young, but have a senior rank. They're like literally 2 ranks or maybe a rank below me, and I'm thinking, I haven't seen you before. Where you been? Well, I've been doing this and I've been doing that. Oh, well, so have you been here? Oh, no. I've only been doing this for just a few years. So where have you been? Oh, I've been here most of my career.
Are they fucking slick sleeves?
No. They did that was before Kuwait stopped doing the deployment patches. So you deployed to Kuwait, you did your Kuwait time, and back in the day you used to get a deployment patch, right? Because think about it, back in the day it was near the Iraqi border when shit was going on. And then they stopped that because now Kuwait's not a deployment, or is it? I don't know. Anyways,
It's not.
No. It's like the Air Force being like, I deployed to Qatar.
Yeah, 90 days. 90 days, exactly. Exactly.
Qatar is not a deployment.
Exactly. 90 days, 90 days. So I had gotten into this. It was a pretty good conversation, and I asked, what was your career track? Where did you go? Where did you do this? Some of it was his fault, but then again, the motherfucker wasn't kicking and screaming to get down to an operational unit. You know what I mean? Some of it was, some of it wasn't. So if you're put in a position where you can go and you get, there's some people that, I'll admit it, is it a little bit of a haterade? I would say so, but I wouldn't take back what I've done in bad units, because that's where I learned a lot of, that's where I have a lot of experience. But think about it. You're in a multi-star headquarters. You go to an area that you're only going to deploy for not even 6 months. That's considered a deployment. And you come back, and then you go back to a unit because you know somebody that you did really good for who is going to be a multi-star individual, goes to the multi-star unit, and that person's taken care of. Are you, as a person who's, hey, maybe, hey, wait, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna do this. I get to go to this multi-star headquarters, and I get to fuck that and to do this and hang out and shit. Fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna do it, right? I mean, there's people out there that will think about it. Would you, if offered an opportunity to go fucking do it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly that. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. But the there needs to be a limit to that. You could go to the cushy assignment. Don't get me wrong. But each year that you extend to stay at that cushy assignment is fucking over somebody down in the line that could be there too.
Right. Now, and again, I go back to, if you cut your teeth, it's time to take a knee.
Yep.
All about it.
Yep.
Take your knee.
Yep.
Go have some relaxed time. Go get some schooling.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, see, I can't. See, that's the thing. I got no more knees. So that's why I'm at this multi-star headquarters. No back, no knees. I'm all fucking broke apart, and nerves are all shot and frayed and all that stuff. So, yeah, there's some multi, like I said, multi-star assignments. So there's individuals that are fucking hiding out, and they have the opportunity to go to those broadening schools. They have the opportunity to go to do some assignments or go TDY to go do something because they're in those multi-star headquarters. But what about Joe team leader? What about Joe fucking squad leader, who's in a unit that won't let him go anywhere because he's stuck in a rotation cycle for whatever? And then, because he was stuck in this rotation cycle or doing whatever, like you just said, he can't go to these broadening assignment schools. He can't go to these assignments, or he can't go. He's not in a unit that's going to have an opportunity to go to these TDYs or deployments to do whatever. So you're going to kick him out of the Army because you failed to not give this guy an opportunity to go do it. So it's like a fucking double-edged sword.
Yep. So Doc and Colin in the Facebook live chat. No hate on you guys making on fast tracking. No hate whatsoever.
Nope.
In my particular MOS, I know 5 individuals who made 7 and 7. Right, high speed guys. They were in the right assignments at the right time. No hate for that.
Nope.
No hate for fast tracking.
Yep.
'Cause usually those guys you're cutting your teeth down range. You're cutting your teeth with those units that actually where you're making a difference.
I will say that I have been the same grade of a senior rank as an NCO for quite a long time because I fast-tracked. I fast-tracked to that rank and then just sat there because I didn't want to do other shit that would require... In other words, the opportunity for me to go to those cushy assignments, I'm like, no, wait, dude, I like hanging out with the guys and hanging out with the Joes and smoking cigarettes and going down range, and I like doing that shit. So I fast-tracked myself. So they finally said, Ice, dude, you've been in this rank now for almost 15 years.
Oh, God damn.
Motherfucker, you need to go. You can't. But I want to be a squad leader. You're a goddamn master sergeant. You can't be a squad leader as a master sergeant. Why not? But you're right. It was just some of those fast track programs, like I said. But there's individuals. Think about this now. There are individuals that, come on. You got a lot of you think about what's going on right now. You're a specialist, you're promotable, you're a buck sergeant. You get assigned to a multi-star headquarters, and you're not doing suck. You're not stupid. You're seeing what's going on in the news. You're seeing Korea going off. You're seeing that bullshit with ISIS. You're seeing the quagmire in fucking Afghanistan. Oh, I said that. It's quagmire. It's fucked up, right? You're gonna see the environment and the way the world is looking right now. You're thinking, why the fuck do I, man? Fuck this. I'm gonna get my ends, dude. I'm gonna get my shit. I'm gonna go ahead and be at this 3-star, 4-star assignment, and then go fucking hang out, and then the guy like you and me, Gray Cloud, sucking fucking cutting our teeth. Oh, sorry, Ice, you got to get out. Well, why? Because if you didn't go to this school, this school, this school, and you didn't get promoted this time because you should have went to the school, we're going to throw you out. But I wasn't the unit. You told me to be in this unit, and I did everything you told me to do. Fuck you, you're gone.
Yep.
That's what the Army's looking like right now.
And the other thing is that, so for, my background, at the time, critically short MOS in the Army, in a line unit where we were critically short, I was one of, 6 or 7 guys total for a regiment. So we weren't getting fucking shit because we were considered essential to the success of the unit.
Yeah, exactly. You weren't even given the opportunity to go because you were like you were the pole that held the fucking entire fucking tent together. And if you I know how, those I hate it. Those organizations are good. They're also good for you for your experience, but they fuck you in the process because they don't let you go out and do your broadening stuff that you need to do.
Yep.
Which is why the Navy tried that shit. And right now, the Navy is granting, no shit, I'm not bullshitting y'all. You can look it up on Sergeant Major Google. Fucking 48,000 sailors right now are exempt next year for the APFT. They have been granted amnesty for their APFT next year.
I saw that.
48,000 fucking 48,000. I didn't know PT was fucking important to the Navy, but when the Navy says that you're excused from a PT test for a fucking year, holy fuck. There's some guys that look like they've never done PT and they're getting an excuse not to do even more PT.
Well, so here my question on that, and I have not read the story. I only saw the headline. Is it a 1-year waiver to help to let them get more gooder at the PT?
No, it's a 1 year, it's a 1 year stabilization flag, so that way they've been identified to take it, and you're on a 1 year probate until we can figure out our personnel system out.
So what if you get good at PT and crush it?
And you crush it.
Off that list or whatever?
Well, you come off you're already flagged. In other words, you're not going to get a flag. In other words, when you take a PT test and you fail, you're supposed to get flagged. Well, if you take a PT test and you fail, it's almost like third ID's G1. Paperwork will never show up. You know what I mean? There'll be no paperwork. There'll be no paper trail. Yeah.
Shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired because I'm getting more intel. So thank you, third ID. Man, third ID. Whoa, man, I feel sorry for your finance office. Anyways, so the changes that he's proposing is to change the culture in the military. So service members sent to a new assignment every few years for family members. That means finding a new school and all this other shit, right? So now he wants to limit he also says that this constant moves limits the careers of many military spouses. So like dependas can't get fucking jobs if they're moving all the fucking time.
Bullshit.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When you think about it, the majority of dependas that are out there that are going to be hired or something like that. Now you can't say that. You can say that shit in the world that you're in, but not in the Joe world, man. What you were gonna say something, Max?
No. I wasn't gonna say shit.
Damn. Okay.
Well.
Go ahead, say it. Spit it. This is sergeant's time. Throw your sergeanting out. Go for it.
My sergeanting?
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Come on. You have to say something if you're gonna say something.
Okay, so basically, like, I kind of understand. I mean, is it impossible for dependas to get a job if they're only out of state, like someplace for a few years at most? No, it's not.
Yeah, but if you are say for instance this, you're a dependent, right?
Yes.
And you're depending, and you're depending, and you're doing your dependent shit, right? And you and your significant other have moved to Fort whatever, and you are there, and you get a job, and this job says that you will get paid with benefits, blah blah blah. It's great. About a year or so goes by, job's going great, and all of a sudden your significant other says that I'm gonna come down on assignment. And then at the same time, your job at the civilian world says, hey, don't go. We'll offer you a promotion if you stay, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? They kind of like throw some shit up there like that. Or, hey, we're going to make you head of your department. That's an issue.
That is an issue, but that's when it comes down to communication between the spouses and figuring out, all right, well, what's best for us.
I'm just talking about what this guy's doing. I'm just bringing up that scenario. I personally have gone through so many dependas I lose count, so I don't care.
I think it's harder for the ones that have licenses, like teaching licenses, nursing licenses, like anything where like each state, you have a national, like, you have a national license, like say you're an EMT, but just to, be an EMT in each state, you also have to have that state's license as
That's
well.
True. That's true. That's true.
And that's where, a lot of dependents, they run into issues with that. Now, more and more states are making it easier for military spouses to just easily transfer the license over, where you don't have to go and take a whole fucking, test again to get that license. But if it's just a retail job, those are a dime a dozen.
Or a stripper or something like that. Is that?
Yeah, stripper or Sensi. I went there.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, what's that other one? It's like the Tupperware type stuff.
What?
Yeah, what's that Tupperware thing?
Tupperware. That's what it's called.
No, it's another one.
There's something for that, but it's like a whole bunch of other fancy shit.
There's
Like,
another-
Pampered Chef?
No,
Yes,
is it Pampered Chef? And there's another one. It's Pampered Chef. There's another pyramid scheme thing like that where all the dependents are into.
Oh, Advocare.
That and there's another one. There's one more. There's one.
LuLaRoe?
Yeah, that one. LuLaRoe.
Where you look like your kids dressed you up as the Walmart Garanimals or Garanimals or whatever they're called.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, well, I'm just saying that. But I'm just talking about what this guy's saying. So that's a good point. Makes you right on that aspect. But there also, there are some state licenses that are, there should be an exempt, because I know there's some states that if you're a military family member.
However, when it comes to licenses like that, I know for a fact there is the national, test that those of us in healthcare do have to pass, right?
Yeah.
However, if you get certified or licensed in one state, a lot of times that will carry over and meet the same requirements as a different state.
I know. Well, I know.
They'll let you work.
Well, I know Texas is really fucking stringent on a lot of shit. In other words, if you have a Texas certification and you go to another state, it holds more value than if you came from another state to come to Texas. It won't be reciprocal. You know what I mean? They're really strict on that because Texas, of course. Did you have your certification come with Texas history? No, decertified. You know what I mean? That's the way they are. So I was just curious about that. So he's just saying, well, I mean, that's a consideration that this guy is saying, that the Undersecretary of Defense for Defense Personnel and Readiness. So this is what he's talking about, Secretary Wilkie. He was just adding that as another factor. And he's adjusting, and the kids too. Now I'm sorry. When I was growing up, we moved all the time. I thought it was cool. Because if you had people that you didn't fucking like in one state or one school, it was great because dad moved and it was fucking cool. Other friends to go to and shit.
Around these fuckers.
Yeah, exactly that. Oh, you just saved the school. So that's just the way. Back in the day, you could say that and there would be no drama. So he even says that this program that we have right now, the way the PCSing, it was built at a time when less than 10% of military had families. Now 70% of the military, and he's talking about across the board, have families. So there's guys coming in that, back in the day, that term, well, the military wanted you to have a wife, or now husband, or boyfriend, or whatever. But anyways, we'd issue you one. And no shit, then that was the term. The single soldiers back in the day, if you were under a certain rank, you just came in the military. I know Marines did that for a while. I don't know if they still do that anymore. You can't fucking get married. You have to ask permission. When I came in, you had to ask permission to get married. Or you had to be married when you first came in. You couldn't just not go up and, oh, she loves me. And the next thing you know, tell me more about my eyes. And then the next thing you know, I married her. She's the love of my life. And then that's it. That's not what happens. So he's looking at this only because he said, hey, look, we gotta relook on this shit. We just relook on this old up and out policy. He's not saying that it's not good or bad. He wants everybody to look at it because soldiers are, think about it. Service members are pushed out of the military if they don't have to rank. I mean, I'm sorry. There's some dudes, and we've discussed this ad nauseum before. There are just some dudes that make great fucking specialists.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me.
There was individuals that, God damn, I'm looking for a fucking this right here, and I'm looking for that. Oh, Sergeant. Well, what do you mean? Oh, I got it, Sergeant. I'll be right back. And then they came back with whatever you needed. Where'd you get that? Hey, Sergeant, you want to put that in the back of the truck? Yeah, but where'd you get it? You're good. That was the E4 Mafia way of saying don't ask questions.
Don't
exactly.
worry about where we got it from. Just here you go.
Exactly. That was the E4 Mafia's way of saying shut the fuck up, Sergeant, and move the fuck out. Never had
it just happened to acquire it. That's
it's
all you need to know.
It was even on the books with fucking serial number and turned into the PBO's office before anybody would fucking know. So it was awesome. That's just the way it is, right? So there's just some soldiers that were good E4s. There were some soldiers that were good at their jobs. You had that one. I knew a guy back in the day. He was an awesome brigade training NCO. This guy was picked by the Army to help them write out their school's management program. Back in the day, it was called it's still called ATARs, but it was called SATs and ATARs. It was all put together. And this guy was just his concept of how he ran schools, but the guy was fucking, he was like a staff sergeant forever. He never got, because he had one of those MOSs that, unless you went to those 5-star assignments to go to those fucking schools that you needed to go to get promoted, he was always down the line. He was that good. The Brigade S3, who's usually a lieutenant colonel, would and have the ops sergeant major there with him. He would be like, they'd ask him questions. And there's just guys that are like that. They're just guys that are fucking really good at what they fucking do. And then there was RCPs for a reason. Hey, look, we know you can't be a fucking private for fucking 10 years, bro. You got to get promoted. There's obviously have to be some progression or something like that. Obviously like that. But the current system, like Undersecretary Wilkie's saying, they're being pushed out because they're constantly being told advance. And he says those troops can still make valuable contributions. He even says, quote, not everyone is on track to become the Vice Chief of Staff of the Army. As long as you meet the standards, you should be allowed to stay, unquote. I can't believe a suit's fucking saying this.
It would have been nice if he had said this while I was still in, because I didn't want to get out. But, Army said, hey, you've been in the E4 Mafia for too long now, and it's time for you to go. And
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't want to.
So, you're got a Facebook Live for you, Sam Perkins. You just joined. Well, thanks for joining us, Sam. I appreciate you coming on board and talking about this stuff. What about the above sandbags who purposely sit in their 5 slot for whatever reason and keep their rank but never school up? What is the tag doing about that? Well, see, the National Guard and the Reserve promote on slots, and it's a different system like that. That's a whole new promotion system like that, unless you're an AGR. When you're AGR, then of course you fall into the active side type of regulations. I was AGR before, so I know I've been there. Yes, there have been guys. You ever see those 60-year-old specialists, the reservists, the National Guards guys? They're like fucking. They look like they could be fucking your grandpa, or actually, I have seen guys in units that it was their grandpa serving in the units with him, because I was like when I was in the Guard before. Holy shit. That is kind of a fucking issue. You want a grandpa to have no fucking heart attack doing CLS training or something like that. So exactly, he's the fucking sir, you okay, specialist? Shut up, god damn it! I'm waiting for Mafia. And so, anyways,
yeah. So there's a lot of in the Facebook Live as we're going here. And I told it to Colin. They should bring back the specialist track. They should, because everybody knows it, and it's being hit on by that in that article. Is that there are people who just want to do their job and be good at their job, like you were saying, Ice. They can go find it. They can take care of everybody else, and that's what they're good at. They're good at their niche, right?
Yeah,
they don't want to have troops. They don't want to be an NCO.
Exactly.
They just want to do their fucking job and be damn good at it.
And they were proud to do those fucking type of jobs. They were proud to be that guy that wasn't going to get promoted, but you knew he was the best motherfucking training NCO in the brigade, and got soldiers to school. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's just fucking frustrating. It's these poor kids, man, because they're being told, and then of course going back to the other question that we had before, there's just some kids I don't want to see fucking stripes on them.
Yeah,
I don't want to see those little bastards fucking leading troops. I mean, some of them can't even lead their own lives, and you expect them to lead troops, leading other lives?
Sergeant Bergdahl, what?
Exactly.
Sorry.
I'm like, perfect. Well, I've got an example of this. So I taught someone who was a student, right? I tried to teach this person how to do our job when he was mosquito wings. And then, years go by and then we're stationed together again. And he's one of my NCOs. Cool. Like, by all means, awesome that you fast tracked. I don't know how you did it, but cool. Good job. I'm glad to see you have a rocker now. He could not tell me shit about my job, though. And it was so uncomfortable watching him try to actually do our job.
Oh, yeah.
And he couldn't tell you how to soldier either.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He couldn't fucking tell you, and so it was kind of like, why are you my leader when you can't tell me how I can improve my job, one, and two, how I can be a better soldier?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, God. We had this conversation before.
People like that, and you're like, why are you in charge of me?
Now, that's one thing I like about the airborne world, is that no matter what rank the jump master is, he's in charge of your ass, because you're not going to tell that jump master what his job is in the air. The same thing with what you do. I don't know anything about that shit. If you say, "Ice, give me that thing right there," I would be like, "Roger that." I wouldn't know what. I would not. I would be an idiot to try to tell you how to suture, suction, whatever the fuck you do when you're surgeoning, whatever you're doing with your surgical shit. I would,
right?
Yeah,
and anytime he would scrub in to help out with surgery, the rest of us, especially those of us in the E4 Mafia, would gather around and take pictures. Just to be like, oh my God, look at him. He's trying.
Oh, look, he's trying to, what the fuck are you trying to do?
Right? And we'd just be like, God, like, what is he doing?
Yeah, exactly. So
make it
red
stop.
one, you're fine.
Yeah.
Just red one, you're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Just why is he? Look, his arm's twitching. It's not supposed to be twitching like that. It's not a medical miracle that you're making his arm twitch.
Right?
Put that shit back, or at least, do I just cut it? No, don't cut it. Don't cut it. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, your patient's paralyzed and shit. But no, the thing is that again, I think it's good. You're right. There are some guys that, like Doc said, just because a master sergeant isn't a first sergeant doesn't mean he's a piece of shit, because he got to master sergeant. I know master sergeants. I know master sergeants that were forced to be a first sergeant. And the thing is that they, of course, they did their jobs, exemplary, and they were just fine. There was not an issue. However, with so many master sergeants in the unit, there's only one first sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one first sergeant. You need to come formation, Master Sergeant Ice. If I'm going to be going to a formation, I will be in front of it saying fall in. And that's when I go to formation. And then that's it. Because most of the kids that were my first sergeants, they were kids. Like literally kids. Hey, did you remember that? Did you remember that? Oh, come on, bro. I was like 12 when that happened. I'm like, God damn. I feel fucking old. Well, I mean, I'm old, but anyways, so going back to what he was saying about rethinking about stuff, and it's true, not everyone can build a space shuttle. It's just like, I'm so glad that someone decided to say this merit system, everyone gets a ribbon shit. That's what he's saying. He's saying to these fidget spinning autists that think they need to fucking get promoted for no fucking reason, that, like you said, Minx, that couldn't leave themselves out of a fucking paper bag, like you, Great Cloud, said, are awesome technicians, almost like a warrant officer. But anyways,
what?
Yeah, go figure. That's what he's saying. He's pretty much saying that this is the old way of doing stuff that needs to be questioned. He's saying this.
And I completely agree with him.
Not everyone is on track to become the vice chiefs of staff of the Army. That is the comment of the year. That right there. How come I didn't get in a tour award? Not everyone is on track to become vice chief of staff of the Army. How come that person got promoted before me because he could shoot and do PT better than me? Not everyone is on track to become the vice chief of staff of the Army. There's some spotlight fucking motherfuckers out there, I can tell you right now, that we've been more willing, and I guarantee it, are just spotlight rangers.
What? No, come on.
Well, I mean, come on. Most of them are PAOs, but that's just me.
Wow.
Oh, come on, man. That is like the most spotlight ranging fucking MOS on the fucking planet. What are you talking about? Anyway, hi, reporting live from AFN. Oh my God, here we go. How come this person gets so much screen time? Really, dude? No, go figure. Love you, Flash. Cute. But anyways, yeah. So he's saying we're living in a new age. A lot of old shit needs to be fucking redone. Well, actually, take it back. You motherfuckers weren't alive when this shit happened. It was always done like that. Somebody came in and tried to be, for some reason, innovation, talent management. The Army can't figure that shit out. Or let me say that it's a good idea at the top, but doesn't translate well down the line. That's not what the commander said. No, that's exactly what the commander said. The commander said, "Hey, that's a nice looking uniform." He didn't say go out and fucking starch it. But anyways, yeah. So he's going to be in this position, for a while. And, he says that he visited Fort Bragg and say, hey, this is the largest, whatever. Well, comes to find out this guy is fucking from Fayetteville. He's from the NOM. So he knows this fucking shit. He knows this business. He knows everything. He said he's going to keep a tab on readiness and all this other shit. To give a holistic view to Secretary. I don't like that holistic view. It sounds like we're fucking going to Oregon or some shit like that to eat some granola. It's a holistic view of the military. Holistic. We have to look at holistically. What does that fucking mean? As a whole soldier concept? Because the 82nd, ready to deploy at a moment's notice. It's just fucking crazy. So, anywho, oh shit, we don't have a guest tonight, guys. Oh, yeah, I was asking. No, I don't have a guest. Tonight we're just like kind of freeballing in Ranger panties. So, if you fucking, want to fucking hang out, then you can hang out. Hey, Faith. Hi, Faith. How you doing? Long time no see. She's talking about granola.
No granola.
No granola, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, exactly. So anyways, yeah. Going back to your question there, Sam. It's just one of those things to where those are slots. Really can't answer those questions on the reserve side of the house, the National Guard side of the house, on the reserve stuff, because it's all slot-based system. But you're right. Now that is a limit. When you got 60-year-old, people are talking right now in the chats in the ops chat saying that there was 60-year-old people, 60-year-old freaking specialists. I couldn't even imagine being 60 years old and being a specialist. That's crazy. I couldn't even imagine that.
I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
Well, I mean, at my time of service, yes, I could see me being 65, but specialist, that's, oh my God, dude. So the guy's gonna be like 110 when he fucking becomes a sergeant.
Hey, you don't know with medical advances these days. You don't know.
Oh my God, on stem cell research and shit and all this other crap.
Dude, not just that, but then fucking with skin grafts that we can get from foreskin from circumcisions.
Or the lop chop from the freaking transgenders. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. You can get penis extensions and shit. I don't know how we went to that, but yeah, the SGT test. I said that was another game changer back in the day. You're right, Cause. Back in the day, you had to do soldier shit, which was fire your weapon, do PT test. You did correspondence courses. We talked about the disc, the secret disc.
Secret disc that floated around.
Or the big black binder with the secret disc. And then you took what was called the skills qualification test, which was a test on your MOS.
Yes. No, they need to bring that back.
They need to bring it back.
The Air Force does that. And the only way, because I was married to an airman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's how they get promoted. And I completely agree with their system. Like, one, they have to. I don't agree with their APFT. I'm throwing that out right now. However, they have to take 2 tests. One is on Air Force knowledge.
Yeah.
And the second one is your job.
Yep.
And it's your job at the next, like, not just at your level, but also at the next level.
Yeah.
And, and so in order to get promoted, you have to get a certain amount of points. And, and that's how they fucking do it. They're fucking, I have to get this off my chest. They're height and weight standards. There is no such thing.
Is there height and weight
It's
standards?
your waist measurement, and that's it.
How does that work?
I don't know. But he had to warn me when, like, you know, after we had gotten married and everything, and he was trying to get me into Deers, he had to warn me before getting into, I guess it would be like the equivalent of the orderly room. He's like, don't say anything about the female's uniform. And I was like, excuse me?
You're talking about their admin office or something like that? Their
And
ombudsman?
I get in there, and dear sweet baby Jesus, it looked like her uniform was painted on, and I was like, your ass is about to rip open your pants. One, how are you in any sort of regulation right now? Two, your jacket is screaming, begging to be bigger. Three, it looks like you fucking painted your face on. Like, come here, let me just lick my thumbs and like wipe your eyebrows off, because good God, it was so hard for me not to say anything to her and be like, how are you not out of regulation right now?
Well, yeah, it's yeah.
You know, but she can't claim sexism or fucking whatever, because it would be female to female. So I'd be like, hey, heifer, I need to see, like, you know, I get it, I'm from like Army times, but I need to see your Air Force regulation on wear of uniform, because I'm pretty sure this is not it.
I'm like, from Army times? You make it sound like it's a whole different era. Like, there's the Stone Age, there's like the Dark Times, the medieval times, and then there's Army times. And we're not talking about the periodical rag that throws shit out, but
apparently there's different standards, allegedly, across services when it comes to the fucking wear of the uniform. So I wanted to make sure that I, like, you know, before I just went completely psycho on some chick who I'd never met about her goddamn uniform, I at least was in the right. And before I, like, you know, smacked her upside the head with it and be like, you know, educate yourself.
Right. And you know what? To continue with Ming's points, which is great. We had a soldier in the unit I was in, went to the promotion board as a specialist. Now, mind you, this guy is a 300 P tier and a 3-3 Arabic linguist.
Oh, okay. Right. So that means he's never going to fill anything.
The Sergeant Major had a hard-on for our unit and hated us. So goes to the boards, knocking it out. Sergeant Major's in the middle of this guy's board, stops the board. It says, I'd like this soldier height weighted and taped before we continue with his board. So they literally paused his board, kicked him out to go get height weight taped, continue with the rest of the board process. He fails tape. They bring him back. They said, you are dismissed from the board. So he doesn't pass the board, right? And Sergeant Major says, I want this soldier out of my army. 30 days. Because he'd busted height weight before.
Oh, really?
So he falls within that window, right?
Yeah, but
Sergeant Major says, nope, I want him done.
But
300 P tier and a 3-3 linguist.
So you're saying that if you pass your PT test, you should not have to worry about height and weight?
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh.
I kind of feel like that's what it was.
What I'm saying is that the Army is so big on certain things that they'd rather worry about PT, height, weight, you know, and other small garbage rather than somebody who is a 300 PT or who is a 3-3 Arabic linguist as we're getting ready to go to fucking war. And you're going to lose an asset that you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on getting to where they are.
Yeah, that's a big yeah, that's one of those things. But in the same community to which you have speaked of that I have been involved with myself, Gray Cloud, that when someone speaks Arabic and the next thing you know they could be the most shittiest. I've known Terps that are better U.S. Army soldiers than some soldiers that speak Arabic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm just saying that I would never take a Terp, but I'm saying that they're worthless. But because they can speak Arabic and they speak 3-3, the next thing you know they're used and they're complete idiots. I knew a guy who spoke a bunch of fucking languages, Persian, Farsi, Arabic, Pashto, you know, all that other shit, right? All the squiggles. and he
Oh,
fucking
the squiggles.
yeah, he was treated like the 12th Imam, dude. He was treated like he could do no fucking wrong. I never saw him. Never take a PT test. Never saw him fucking do height and weight. Never saw him fucking do whatever. But because this guy had that skill, now don't get me wrong, he is a classic example of the super specialist, right? Of the super. He could fucking walk around and be a terp, right?
But the heartburn I have with this specific case is that he was a good soldier, and he did do PT, and he busted his ass.
That's what I'm saying. So when you say, what do you mean by saying 3-3? 3-3 is the level of proficiency that you have to take. There are actually 3 levels of it. There is speaking, there is listening, and then there is reading. And so each one of those are rated through a specific test called the DLPT, the Defense Language Aptitude Proficiency Test, which basically is a test that tests your knowledge and ability to know a language. Now, the Army, in some organizations, they do all three, where you have to speak the language, you have to listen to the language, and then you have to read the language. And you have somebody who has a specific set of questions, and they range in difficulty from Matt Damon all the way up to fucking, professor and shit.
Matt Damon?
Yeah, well, Matt Damon is, yeah. So it basically measures your language. So once you, like, for instance, and it's not done, and some units aren't even doing it right. Most DLPTs are just done by listening and the reading. If you're in a unit that gives a fuck about a language, they will fucking do the speaking. You will speak. You sit in a fucking booth and a fucking phone rings and you pick it up and you say, ICE, Master Sergeant, 4444444, blah, 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 unit, phone number, here's my cell phone number so you can text me my results, here you go. And then, okay, we are now going to begin the test. And then it's all the language that you're fucking trained to speak. And
you sound like Arnold.
what are you doing? You better shut up. Fuck you. Where are you? Where are you at right now? We're going to do this test right now. You better shut up. So we'll get back to that in a minute. So real quick, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna listen to a couple tunes, and then we'll be right back. So we'll be talking more about the defense language proficiency tests and all this other stuff. So that way you get you guys learned up on some starting time. So real quick, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We'll play a couple tunes because it's the top of the hour. And so with that, shots, starting time, 20 December 2017. Last shot. Shots.
Well, it definitely is all about the visuals, although pretty sure it's illegal.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
And we're back on this Sergeant's Time second segment. So capping back, whatever. Guys got a message. Ice, hey, thanks for bringing up the language bullshit. I'm in MOS, requires language, and I can't leave my fucking unit because I speak a language. Okay. Damn. So I asked, what kind of language do you speak? He said, I'm not going to give it up. I will say this. Thank you for bringing it up. However, there's more than one MOS that needs to go to language. I have a language requirement. All RSOF has to speak another language. Defense attaches. I don't know defense attaches how to speak a language.
It helps them heavily when doing their job.
I did not know that. That's pretty fucking cool.
It was the same way.
Yeah, I was about to say FAO. So there's more than one. Okay, well, thank you for that clarification. Appreciate it. So that guess is like 1, 2, 3 MOSs and RSOF, and then there's. But this guy has a language that is where he is at is useful, and he's not getting paid for it. And because of where he's from, he can speak the language, and he just wants to go back down to his unit to do shit. Poor guy.
Wait, he's paid for his language?
Well, I don't know. Third ID doesn't pay a lot of their people.
Wow.
Kazinga. Yeah, you feel that? Oh, drown me in the sorrow of your third ID. Oh, Rock of the Marn. Oh, yeah. Hell.
Fuck Fort Stewart.
Oh, fuck Fort.
God, song is still stuck in my fucking head.
Hail to the Marn, baby.
I haven't been stationed there since 2009 is when I left. I'm just a dog-based soldier. God damn it!
Just a dog-faced soldier. You know that's the only character. Rocky's the only character that has been sanctioned by the Walt Disney Company, and it's trademarked.
I do know that.
Yeah.
I went to many boards at Fort Stewart.
And did you know?
All but my first one.
And did you know that did you know that the scrambled TV actually was never at fucking Fort Stewart? It was the 24th ID, and it was in Würzburg, Germany. I know because I was fucking there.
Like serving when the unit when the patch got created.
No, that was
the wall went up though.
I remember you, Ice, when you were there. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, hey, thanks for that clarification. God, I feel sorry for you, dude. Fucking in a language position, you can't because he's got good language. He can't fucking speak. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, that sucks, man. God. See, that's another thing too. So that guy's damned. He's damned to his duty position because his commander wants him to. You know what? If you put me on a detail to be a linguist and I'm not, and you're not helping me out getting paid, I would so fucking troll on the person that I'm translating to. Hi, I'm General so-and-so, and I'm here to assist you. And I would translate back, he's going to fucking kill you if you don't tell us where the fucking bad guys are at. You know what I mean? I'd be like that.
I got a story for this.
Go for it. Bad Terps rock.
So no shit. Good friend of mine, who was a linguist, was he much like this guy, much like the commander's helper, he was tasked to go into, I don't know, somewhere like in Kuwait, not a real deployment. But somebody that was a driver or some shit like that was gonna be out walking around with them because security teams and numbers and all that other shit, right? So he's asking my buddy, well, how do you say this to a girl and whatnot? And again, this is an Arabic country, and that could probably get him killed and or create hostilities between nations. So basically, what my buddy taught him was to say, "Hey, look at me, I'm very, very crazy," and he started using it, and people would avoid them.
That's what I'm saying. I would do that. I'd troll motherfuckers. Ice, I want you to tell this guy that we're here to assist, and coalition forces will only be here just for a few months until we get the situation under control. and I would go, "Wow, you fucking fuckers are gonna die." You know what I mean? I would so go back and say, "We're gonna burn your villages. Fuck you."
Or you start translating like the American Sign Language guy that got hired, and you have to beware of pizza in tea.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh man. Yeah, this is bullshit. Poor guy. Anyways, yeah, so I would totally troll if I was on detail for that, someone detailed me for like that. See, that would be the thing. It's like somebody who knows how to use Photoshop. Don't give them your phone. So if you're a dick leader and you're a piece of shit leader and your soldiers fucking hate your guts, don't have your Facebook page open, because soldiers are pretty I mean, the ingenuity of troops nowadays makes some fucking prisoners in San Quentin look like fucking idiots. I'm not saying all soldiers are prisoners, and what I'm saying though is that the ingenuity is unreal. Stephen Hawking would even say, "Oh my god, that's smart," when a fucking Joe does some shit when it comes to Photoshop or any type of film or something like that. So, yeah, that's another thing. You got poor guys that know how to get that one kid that knows how to make really cool PowerPoint slides or something like that. And like, "Hey, what do you do?" "Oh, I'm a mechanic." "What the fuck you doing up here, dude?" I'm here because I help out with the USR slides." "Okay, but you're a mechanic." "Oh, well, I'm pretty good at PowerPoint slides." "Okay, yeah, but what are you doing in here for real?" And I was ops sergeant major, and I was like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here. Go to the fucking motor pool." And he was like, "Thank you. Oh my god, thanks." He was thanking me because the poor dude fucking, like I said, you have those talents. That's why it's bad. Is it good or bad to have that super specialist? Oh man, if I could go back, if I could turn the clock back, oh fuck yeah, dude, I'd be the biggest. And you can make E9 all as a specialist. Like you can make Spec 9.
Spec 9.
That sounds like a rapper. Spec 9. But
See, that'd be me.
What, you'd be the Spec 9?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If you want a meme to be made, that's how you get a meme to be made. To hand somebody your fucking phone. Somebody's like, "Hey," somebody one time tried to go into my phone and they denied it because the screen was unlocked. And you know when you can tell someone's messed with your phone, they have the screen is open and all that, and you can see the key lock pad, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Oh, someone trying to get my phone?" "No, for sure." "So why did you why were you on my phone?" "Oh, it was your phone, for sure." Mm-hmm. And then they would try to bust me out. Why's your phone in the building, for sure?" "Oh, okay, you little dick." You want to be one of those. As the warrant is vaping behind me. What's in the flask, warrant? "Fuck off, mass warrant." Oh man. Yeah, anyways, so going back to the language thing, yeah, so motherfuckers, you talk to your chain of command, get your fucking shit paid, especially if you're in a position that requires you to be in linguist position, just as long as you're not in third ID, because they won't fucking pay your shit. In DTS, what does that mean? Don't transfer shit. That's what fucking it means in third ID. Motherfuckers, man. Yeah, so we're for our commercial breaks, we're flashing out the Jose graphic because we know Jose's on the move, and so
that he is.
That he is. So when we know Jose is on mission, that's when you're gonna see the Jose's van and all this other stuff. But anyways, man.
To comment on that, it's I think this is gonna be an awesome story that he breaks.
I've only, how can I say this? It's almost like when you see a knit shirt and you see that string hanging out and you touch the string and you slowly start to pull, but you just pull just a little. You don't pull a lot, just a little. And then you realize what's going to fucking unravel and you just let go. You don't even use a lighter. You don't even use nothing. You just go, oh.
Right.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
So, ooh, I'm so excited.
Oh man. This is a post somebody sent me. This is actually a diversion. The command is currently looking at the hotel where Jose's staying right now.
They are not.
Serious?
No, they are
I wouldn't
not.
doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. I know everyone was searching for Bergdahl when he was on Bragg. Everyone was flipping the fuck out. We were trying to find every fucking extra moves and shit he was doing.
Right. And I remember that coming to a kind of a head. We had you want security or you want privacy? You fucking pick.
Yeah, exactly. You want exactly that. That was
Make
fucking
a
crazy.
choice.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, this story. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. Ooh.
Bad.
Ooh, Lord. I don't know which is worse. There's 3 stories that Jose's been called TDY on from HQ. And it's looking pretty deep. It's damn. It's about as I don't know, it's like Santa Claus taking all Christmas presents away. Worse than that.
Is it Sam Houston level bad or worse?
This makes Sam Houston look like a fully inspection ready unit. This makes Sam Houston look like the SVAB, a new toy.
Can you see right now?
What's that? No, we can't. No, I'm under strict guidance from the main page that any of the information you get. We were just told to announce that there's this information coming out. The only thing I was allowed to talk about was the third ID pay issue. And figure that instead of just having to do up a post, we'll just have a post up that if you were in the third ID and you were told you were going to get reimbursed for Hurricane Irma evacuation and you used your government travel card or you have had any travel vouchers, to go ahead and contact the main page at U.S. Army WTF Moments, Facebook.com U.S. Army WTFM, and then or contact at ArmyWTFMoments.com, and you will be right along. So,
oh man, and that's a fucked up situation to begin with because of the way some of those regulations are written on, and the agreement that gets signed when you sign for your card.
Yeah, well, the command is telling them to pay. That's the only thing we're getting right now is the command is telling these individuals to pay. Jose was like more of a yeah, whatever. And this story apparently is bigger than that.
Right. And the only problem with that is based on the way the regulation is written and the agreement that if you actually take the time to read when you sign for your, I think it's Citibank owns the accounts now.
Yeah, hello, welcome to Citibank. It's Citibank, yeah.
The individual is actually responsible for the account. Now, what a lot of people understand is that it's a charge card, not a credit card.
It is. Oh, now I'm even going to use. Hang on, let me pull out my senior NCO $20 words. You have a fiduciary responsibility to that card. That if you don't pay it, it doesn't matter who was supposed to pay you to pay that. It will go on your fucking credit.
Right at the 120-day mark is when it hits your credit. At 90 days, they turn off your fucking account. At 120, that's when all those issues that start hitting you with other credit stuff will start to hit you because of this account. Now, a lot of people understand the difference between a charge card and credit card. A credit card is a revolving account, right? You use it to get stuff, you pay it off slowly, and so on and so forth. A charge card is you are required to pay it all off at one time. When a bill comes due, you are supposed to pay it off. Now, I've had soldiers in this situation, similar to what's possibly going on, where their voucher didn't process quick enough and they were required to pay it. Well, if you're smart, you'll call Citi and you will talk to them and they'll gladly take whatever you can give them as long as you are paying them. Now, that's not legal advice. That's a situation I have dealt with my Joes in the past.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, shots, Mikey. Shots, Spencer. Yeah, so it's one of those things to where it's fucking, it is the responsibility of leaders. Now, there was an impending deployment that these guys had to go on to and something like that. There's a lot of other information I'm getting too from this Irma shit. Non-disclosure statements being forced upon leaders to to uncover corruption type shit. More to follow on that too. God damn, dude, what the fuck happened down there?
You don't want to know.
Fuck, dude. This is
well, maybe we do. Actually, we do want to know.
Actually, well, see, now Jose can finally work on his fucking Spanish when he goes down to wherever he says he's going to go of a Spanish-speaking area to get more information. So, damn, dude. Damn. So, again, once the story breaks, just stay tuned. Stay tuned to US Army WTM's WTM Radio, and you'll be able to see all that's going to be proposed and thrown out by Jose. Jose's pretty pissed because he was in the middle of doing something when he got pulled from HQ. So, he said that he was just going to go Uber to Buffalo Wild Wings and fucking go handle his business because he said he was fucking tired. He just wanted to go get some beer, eat some wings, and then he'll deal with this shit later, is what he said. And then he just said, "Hey, post this shit." So yeah, we'll never know. Yeah, it's one of those big things. Yeah, exactly that. The command team has a manager that in the RMO shop that has to extend their billing cycles and all that other shit. And all this stuff could have been easily handled. All too easy. All too easy. I'm just kind of thinking what was running through the chain of command's mind to say, pay it out of your pocket. Anytime you tell a soldier, pay it out of your pocket, you were already tracking on a wrong answer right there.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong answer happening. Pay it out of your pocket. Excuse me?
Yeah, that from the get-go, that's the wrong answer to begin with.
But until then, we'll just have to stand by and see what the tamale says.
It's going to be awesome.
Blessed be the tamale. So say we all. Reminds me of that old Battlestar Galactica thing. So say we all shit. Fucking so saith the tamalieth. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's up with this, man. But anyways, yeah, it sucks. How are you gonna fucking do this shit? Some of these soldiers are being oh my god. Jose, stop. Oh, you really want to put this out? Oh my god, okay. They're being told to use their tax returns for this.
No.
Wow.
No.
More to follow. Need more tequila. Holy crap. Oh my god. Holy shit. Hang on. I got to throw this out real quick.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
My name Jose. Jose.
Sorry, I had to throw that out. Awesome. I had to throw that out. Dude, oh my god, Jose, please stop getting drunk and write your reports. Fuck. We want to know what's going on now. Holy shit.
So, because your English sucks to begin with.
I want to know the dependent reactions.
Oh man, hey, if you are a family member that's down in Fort Stewart or Savannah or part of the 3rd Infantry Division or whatever units that are down there, give us a call, 415-889-8367. We won't reveal your identity. Just tell us what's going on. And yes, the phones are fixed. I mean, I was able to give us a call, Spencer. Oh shit, I just brought some Percec. Give us a call, 415-889-8367, and we'll be able to answer your call. Yeah, I've been able to pick up on the other phones here, so pretty good. I had made a phone call before this, so we should be alright.
You get the phone.
Man, I can't believe that, dude. Could you imagine? Hey, go. That's worse than a fucking pay as you go loan. God damn. Hey, where's
hold on? What if you're not getting a tax refund?
Yeah, exactly that.
Right.
What if you owe this year?
Oh, you're gonna fucking owe, all right? God damn, Uncle Sugar's gonna take their shit. Exactly that. Oh my god, dude. Damn.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh my god. Jose is kicking. Oh, he's just said, I want to rock the new year. Oh, fuck. You are doing it, buddy. Holy fuck.
Jose, if you're listening, I'll put this out there that Minx and I need an update by 19:30 on Tuesday.
He probably won't throw an update out until he's finished with the story because he's got all the bullshit going on. And they're looking for him. Right now, if he's in Cavland, He's gonna be freaking Captain.
He's probably ass deep in Spurs.
He is. I'm hanging out at. Oh, Kieran. He's on Kieran's Avenue right now, looking at the building. Oh, interesting picture. He's on Kieran's Avenue, looking at the building of said cavalry unit.
Oh goodness.
He said right across the street from the parachute thingies. I don't know what that means. Parachute towers is what he said. Is where he's at. So, wow. You just tried to call, dude? When? During the taco truck and you couldn't? Oh, well then call right now, dude. If you're trying to call, fuck, call. I'm more than happy to give us a buzz, man. Shit. More than happy to take your calls. If I don't see you ringing, then I don't see. Let me look at the equipment here, and make sure everything's good to go, y'all.
No.
Everything's good, y'all. There's nobody's. I don't have nobody blocked or whatever. I'm open. Yeah, indeed. I'm open. Yeah. I don't see whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Or you can just PM your phone number, and I'll call you inside the WTF Nation Radio inbox, and I'll call you. I'll give you a buzz.
That might work more gooder.
Yeah, that might be more better on the bestest. Yeah, but going back to what I was saying, dude. Damn, Jose. Fuck, bro. Now I don't even want to do a show. I'm just like, we're patiently looking at my chat. Wait, it's like watching paint dry or some shit. Or it's like watching somebody down at the Fort Stewart PX taking their sweet fucking time for customer service. That's what it's like. Wait. Can I help you? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the sign above you said fucking customer service.
Your voice just now reminded me of the South Park. I needs to check inside your asshole.
I need to check inside your asshole. Excuse me? What was that? You almost sound like I need to check inside your asshole, please. Yeah, but I'm only here for customer service. You asshole.
Asshole.
Your
I need
asshole.
to check inside your asshole.
Yeah. So, yeah. Give us a call, man. 415-889-8367. Give us a call. Don't be scared. We won't dime you out. We will only. Who do we call you by? And then you say who you want to be called by, and then we'll continue from there. That's it. All too easy. But Jose's got a lot of stuff going on. He says this New Year is going to rock. Well, I can't fucking wait. I'm looking forward to a rockin' New Year's. 2018 is going to be badass, dude.
I think so.
2018 is going to be baller. It's going to be fun.
It should be. It's ruled by the number 11, so.
What do you mean?
Numerology. So if you add up all the numbers for 2018, so 2 plus 1, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8, it's 11. 11 is like the master number. So it's supposed to be like an awesome fucking year.
Master number, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I mean, I am mathematically challenged.
Me too.
I know nothing about math.
Yeah,
so
it's numerology, which I'm not like, an expert in, but I'm learning about it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about math. I'm an idiot when it comes to math. So yeah. What was that? I have no info on said topic, so I will leave the lines open. No, you can call, man. Call, bro. You want to call? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be trigger shy now. That we've said you can call about this. If what you want to talk about, we're gonna talk about anything you want. No, is she high? That was me imitating a chick, Brady. There's something wrong with your asshole. That's what I was just me imitating.
Oh.
Asshole.
Is she high? No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, exactly. They must be talking about you.
I know words are hard for you right now.
Damn. Jose, write something else. Damn, dude, this is killing me. The suspense is killing me, man. Oh, man. Will Jose take down the entire 82nd Airborne Division from Kiernan Avenue?
We don't know.
We don't know. Stay tuned. Well, hang on. He's now he's on Ardennes. He says they have a Dunkin' Donuts on Ardennes. Oh, good shit. Wow, he is like fucking just walking right. Do you? I'm gonna hang on here. Do you really want me to say this on air? I don't give a fuck. Okay, cool. All right. I just want to make sure. Want to make sure, brother. Don't want you to, if you don't give a fuck, we don't give a fuck. But that's crazy, man. Dude. Oh, the 11 thing? Oh, you're just talking about the 11 thing? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about this. Is she topless again? Were you topless or something like that?
Me?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I know which chat you were talking about. On your last show, what you were wearing with your hair the way it was had the appearance of you having just your hair being covered by covering your tatas.
My titty.
Then that was the only thing.
Shows back.
Yeah. Can we get? He went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Is what he said he was going to do.
Oh, is that what the people want?
The people, no. Well, no, because
tomorrow.
I mean, I'm looking at all three of you right now, and all of you are practically naked, anyways. But nobody else can see because I can't show my face.
I know, right?
But,
oh, too bad for you guys missing this show right now.
There's another show.
What did I walk in on?
Go ahead, Cloud, put your hands out. Anyways, yeah, so the Lady Godiva look. Yeah, exactly that. You had that. You had the Lady Godiva look, and you were on a show, and I was watching said show, and I had to do a double take when someone said, "Is she topless?" And I actually had to look because the way your hair was, it looked like you were topless. You looked like you were, you just had your hair down over your chi-chis. You know what I mean? Sorry, I've been getting all the freaking Jose.
I had so many viewers. I should do that again.
I didn't realize you had so many viewers either. You were showing chi-chis. That's probably why. They're like, oh my gosh, Cabman's going, he's got a top off.
And see, we know who carries the show.
It's the tits. And like, let's be honest, like they're not even the best ones out there. Like there's better ones. But no, anyways, back to numerology. So 11's considered a master number, right? It's the most intuitive of all numbers. It's instinctual, charismatic, and dynamic, and capable when its sights are set on a concrete goal. So the 11 is the number associated with faith and psychics. Ooh.
So is that what it
But
means?
yeah, no, 11's supposed to be like, one. That's why a lot of people, if you look up and you always seem to notice the clock at like 11:11, like some people say like there's a reason for it.
I did not know that. I've been watching because Single Dad Life. I've been watching a lot of Netflix shit.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this show that I remember you and the guys were talking about in the office, Supernatural.
I work with one of the actresses' dads. I think if you get into like
which actress?
One of the later seasons, there you'll encounter a character named Charlie, and she's this fiery ginger, and I work with her dad.
Wow,
true story.
Did not know that. Hang on, now everyone's saying that that there has been people trying to call. Guys, can you check the lines one more time? There is. Let me go ahead and see here. What I guess for some calls and again. Let's see. Because I do, guys. I do really want you guys to call. Let's see here. Hopefully the Geek Squad won't get fired the fuck up when I'm doing this. Fucking around digging with this thing. Calls. There we go. Let's see. From everybody and anybody. Yep. Yeah. Dude, you're open season. It was open. Y'all can call. I don't know why. Are you guys calling 415-889-8367, or are you guys calling through Skype? Because if you want to get a hold of us in Skype, you can just go ahead and go WTFNR .phone. You can do that too, right? Isn't that how we do that too? Forwarding and voicemail. You know what? Did somebody mess with this again by messing with the voicemail and didn't return it back to normal?
Ooh, I have not touched the voicemail.
Neither have I. I'm just asking. Mom, do you know how to fuck with this shit? There we
Fuck
go.
with what?
There we go.
Fuck with what?
Like,
Oh, yeah. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
never mind.
WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Hello?
WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. Hello, I'd like to speak to some Pookie.
Oh, it's Pooks.
Yeah, it's Pookie, man. Come on, Pooks. You in there, buddy? 1-800-900-MIDGET? No. Hey, Pooks, call back. So, anyways, I'm not going to spend all the sergeants. God, we blabbed. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, shit. All right. Well, fucking... Here, let me see. Let me see. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
I'm on the air.
Yeah, you're on air, dude.
What's up?
What's up?
How you been?
Good. What you doing?
Just chilling.
Oh, okay.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I could hear you, man. How about you guys? Can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're good, man.
All right. This is one thing you said earlier that I just want to really like slam the hammer down on.
Go for it, brother.
Is never agree to a debt over the phone.
Correct.
Don't ever agree to it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because then they're going to use that as admissible as you taking a verbal contract, depending on what state they conduct their business out of, or where their LLC is being fucking contracted out of. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, never do it on the phone.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I needed to say. I mean, I can disappear if you want me to.
Yeah, you can. I mean, everyone's welcome to hang out and shoot the shit in Sergeant's time. Because right now, because of the New Year's, and this is kind of a holiday event anyway, so we're just kind of like fucking around. So we really didn't have a format ready aside from catching up for Christmas, and then Jose threw a wrench in the works by fucking doing these tantalizing stories, and I'm thinking, oh man. Hail to the tamale, baby. I can't fucking wait for these fucking stories, man. Cannot wait. So you said
That's legit.
What was that?
No, I said that's legit.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. So what did you do for Christmas, man?
Actually, I hung out with a lady friend of mine, and then I just chilled at the house the whole night because that's what I like to do during Christmas. So,
whoa, hang on.
A lady friend.
I was about to say, dude.
Pookie, we're talking about this tomorrow.
Yeah, how about the say, Pooks? What do you? Yeah.
She fill an application for me, Spanky, and Minx to review.
Yeah, exactly. There must be some, Pookie, you stay tuned for Friday Night Freedom with Pookie and Meeks.
Can we have fireside chat?
Exactly. Welcome to Friday Night Freedom preview on Sergeant's Time, where Pookie talks about this lady friend on Christmas.
I need some Marvin Gaye music now going on in the background. Pregnant. Like kind of sick.
Kind of
really. Do not say those words together ever when I'm talking to you.
So yeah, let's go back to this thing where you was talking about, Pooks, with yeah. Well, so you said you don't really spend Christmas and all this shit. No big deal. I understand about that. Everyone has their different ways of handling the holidays and all that, which is kind of cool. But I'm more curious about this this lady friend. You talking about this lady friend? Brown chicken? Brown chicken, brown cow type shit?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
No, come on, man. Yeah, come on, Pooks. Go get it. Get them guts, Kiki.
Like her.
Come on, Pooks. Come on, tell him.
I'm not like that kind of guy that does that. I'm sorry. That's the way I am. Sorry.
You don't kiss and tell? That's awesome.
That's
no,
awesome.
Stay like that.
You gotta keep them secrets, brother. Keep them secrets. That's how you keep them, man. You just don't say shit.
Yes. Oh no, turn that song up. Come on.
Woo woo Pook.
There you
go. Welcome to Sergeant's Time. Woo woo Pook. Oh man, well, so that's all you did? You just hung out? Didn't do shit.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, you could say it. Well, that's nothing wrong. I'm pretty sure you were hanging out all right, but that's cool. I'm just breaking balls, man. That's awesome. Do you do any of the gift exchanging or something like that, or were you exchanging something? You just weren't exchanging gifts, right? Is that what it was?
I get what you're saying, whatever, but yeah, that's about right.
Yo, you were exchanging all right. Exchanging fluids.
Since we got to be
I can
Wait,
love
hold
you.
on. Woo, 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 right? Is that it?
No,
Did
no.
I do it?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, it's woo woo pook. That's awesome, man. Glad you had a good Christmas, man, or a good time to
Yeah, that's what I do. Sorry.
Nothing wrong with that. You can hang out with us. Don't give a shit. I don't care. You can hang out anytime. So, hey, this language thing. You said you had spoken a different language as well. You were talking about did you get paid for a language or some shit?
I was like S1 guy for a while there, and like people would come at me like, oh, I speak Spanish. Oh, yeah, cool. All right. Show me, like I was at the D Lab. Show me the D Lab.
Oh, the DLPT.
Show me.
The DLPT, yeah.
Yeah. Guys were getting paid like $50 a month just because they like spoke Spanish, which I thought was stupid, but whatever.
So you processing the paperwork. So were they authorized to get the language?
Yeah, most of them took the test. Like it was weird. Like, okay, I had what was it, like Chaplain Kim? Love Chaplain Kim. He hated me, but I love him to death. But he spoke Hangul, like Korean, whatever it is, and he got an extra $250 a month for that. But I think they changed that. This is back in like the early 2000 time frames. I might not be speaking truth now. I don't know how it works, but whatever.
No, so there's different ways to get, not different ways to get paid, but there are different levels of being paid for it. So you can be paid for having a language and passing the DLPT and maintaining a proficiency. However, if you are slotted against a billet that requires you to have a language, you get paid more.
So the chaplain would get paid more because he can speak more languages?
Well, his language has to be coded specifically. His slot, like he has to be a linguistical chaplain. He's got to be a chaplain that's authorized to get language pay. You know what I mean? So if you're in if it's your slot and it's your MOS to get a language already and you're proficient, the higher your proficiency, the more money you would get paid for your language.
Oh, I see. But he was getting paid for it. So
was he Korean?
No. So you can be paid for having a language, right? Because you have that skill, you can be paid to have a language. But if you are slotted in a billet that is coded for a language and you have that proficiency in that language, and depending on your proficiency level can determine your amount of pay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because you have the, believe it or not, there's the 0, 0. There's the 3 zeros, which is just you have an understanding of it. You don't really speak for shit, but you can get it and understand just a tiny bit of it. And then you have the 1, 1 across the board. Then that would be you have a limited to understanding of. 2, 2, you have an advanced knowledge and speaking ability to it. 3, 3, you have more advanced, and then it's like 4 and 5 go higher for the native speakers. However, I know some native speakers that do really bad on the DLPT.
Well, you see, so guys coming back from Iraq from the first tour and whatnot, were actually given 6 months. I think it was 6 month waivers prior to having to take, if they're out of tolerance with their DLPT, because the dialect fucked them up because it was MSA. Modern Standard Arabic is what the test is based on.
Yeah, which is like I must say Egyptian or something like that, right? Or Lebanese or something like that.
It's the proper Arabic.
Yeah.
But because we're speaking dialect throughout all of Iraq, it varied from north to south and east to west, they were given like 6 month waivers to study to get back to where they think they needed to be before they were required to take the DLPT to where it affected their proficiency and their pay.
Yeah,
but if you ever spent any time in the Middle East, you know, like every like tribe, I guess what tribe has its own like dialect.
Correct. And it does. So words will vary a little bit, meanings will vary, could vary a lot. And that's why they were given that time when they got back to home station to reacclimatize, but retrain themselves on what was actually required to pass the test.
That's like speaking proper English and Southern English.
Y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, channel or
Yeah, exactly. So, and some of them actually didn't really. Some of them really didn't. Actually, did a lot better. You know what I mean? They actually exactly that. What was that? Did we just said that, Brady? We just said that. Some languages don't pay unless you're slotted for your own job. However, that again depends on where you're assigned. Some units will pay you anyways under different commands. Again, it's just there's more than other units and other CMFs from what the message that I got that have their commands different. They get paid for even lower than 2-2. So that's pretty cool. I don't know who would pay that, but that's good shit.
Anybody in Southcom?
Yeah, anybody in Southcom. Yeah, exactly. Well, I was saying, but is it kind of like an unfair advantage to somebody who's a native speaker and then they just come in and just roll right through to sort of only because I speak a lot of languages and I didn't attend any language schools to go to get.
Well, I mean, are they like versed in like the dialect of like Puerto Rico, Cuba, and like all of South America? Because they're all different. They are all different.
There's standardized testings for the language category.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I'm not even going to talk about the different dialects of Spanish because I don't want to get shanked when I walk out in the street because someone's going to get offended that I'm making fun of a Spanish dialect a certain way that is another way. You know what I mean?
I almost got shanked during a New Year's kind of dinner that we were having because I said, "Please pass the huevos." Kind of like, oh, okay, but I said, the balls or whatever. I don't know. Like everyone looked at me like I was crazy. Like I said balls or some shit. So whatever.
Probably because it was pooks. You're the way you said it. You know what I mean? You're probably just by the way you said it.
I was just the one gringo in the room, and I said huevos. I guess. All right.
I know there's certain. I know there's certain. There's some. Yes, it is unfair as shit that native Spanish speakers skip DLI all the time and get the bomb spots. Well, learn the fucking language, Brady. God, don't hate. Fuck. Damn, Brady's all fucking.
I don't know. I feel this weird. I can read Spanish, but I never learned how to read Spanish. I think it's like all those years from construction work, just reading the side of the package. It's weird. I don't know.
But going back to what we're saying though, Brady, yeah, if they're idiots, then obviously they shouldn't get those bomb spots. However, I don't think it's unfair. Spanky. Spanky, you can always tell she worked in the SPO. Spanky was all about the budget and all. She's a bean counter. She doesn't think it's unfair. We save those slots and training money, thousands of dollars it costs instead of just somebody going through. And sometimes it's not Spanish speakers either. Sometimes it's other language native speakers. Right. I know some Estonians, Russians, Polish, Germans, native speakers, and French.
So I have a flip side to that story. Is that somebody I worked with in my first unit came from Puerto Rico, right? So he only spoke Spanish. So he got an MOS, which is similar to mine, 18-week long MOS, right? So he goes to basic training, and then he goes to DLI to learn English, right? Which falls into a Cat 5, category 4 or 5 language.
Exactly.
Learning another way.
Yes.
The grammatic rules. And then he goes to an 18-week EIT.
Yes.
His original enlistment contract, was 3 years.
And he was done. At the end of it by the time the.
We would have got. Eventually, he ended up because of he had a 4-year degree, so he ended up going direct commission because of his specialized degree. But yeah, so when the unit got him, unit had him for maybe maybe 9 months. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See? Exactly. Oh, well, see, that's another thing, too. But you didn't use your French. Well, it depends on where you go. I've spent, because of my innate language abilities, I've spent time in Africa because they spoke French, and I parlez-vous. And so when I'm rapping the, and yes, I did speak some African dialects of the language of the areas that I can't say where I was deployed to because of the areas where I was at. But French was an assist there. And I was able to, in matter of fact, in the time that I was there, because I was deployed there so much, I was able to pick up even more language. It was awesome. Hell, my fucking passport had more African stamps than most.
The Afrikaans.
Yeah, Afrikaans, similar to German. But I never went down to Pretoria or something like that in South Africa. I was other areas too, where it was hot and it was fucking hot. But my passport has more stamps of countries in Africa than most people who say they're from Africa in this country. So bring it. I'll have a passport measuring contest. I don't care. But my whole point being is that learn the language. Learn it. Since some of us wouldn't exactly that. It's real hard, Brady. You're right. Because of my also language abilities, I didn't speak English good either.
You still don't speak English.
I still don't speak English or write it good because it's not my first language. That's not what I grew up speaking. So yeah, I wouldn't even score. Yeah, you put a book in front of me and I'll read the book, no big deal and all that. But after that, I'm like, oh, that was a great story or that was a good book or whatever. But ask me to fucking write down sentence structure, commas, prints, and all this other shit, and fucking have other little capitalizations or whatever. Oh fuck no, dude, I totally wouldn't fucking do it. I'd fuck it up. I'd totally fuck it up. I don't speak English. Jose.
Yeah, them Oxford commas.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Then you get thrown the you get thrown the freaking the whatchahoosits. You get thrown that job where you get going back to what person submitted to me. Well, you're really good. Great Cloud, you speak excellent fucking Arabic. We're gonna send you here, but I've already done that job. No. We're gonna send you there because it's good for the unit. Then you find out you're some fucking multi-star fucking translator just so that way he can go around town the Ville and order some shit.
Oh,
I've had that. Yeah, exactly. I know I hit a nerve because I did that. It fucking pissed me the fuck off.
I've lost 2 Cat 3s for that shit.
Exactly, Spencer. Click, click, knock, knock, click, knock, click. Now pay me. That's not what they speak. Where I was in those countries, yes, there was one country where they did speak that way, where they were doing a bunch of pops and clicks. There was a country that I was in, and one of the tribes did speak that way. Talking about
Sudan.
Talking about if you ever want to see a movie that gives you the reality of Africa, watch The Gods Must Be Crazy. Have you ever seen that movie? That movie is fucking hilarious. Talks about the Kalahari Bushmen, and also goes into a little bit with the Maasai warriors out in the plains of Africa and Kenya. Africa, you'd be shocked. It's fucking funny as shit. What's that?
I said, now I'm thinking of Toto. You said Plains of Africa. Now I'm thinking of like, I bless the rains down in Africa.
You damn right. I have. I fucking felt the rains in Africa. God damn it. I fucking climbed Kilimanjaro.
No,
and it's not in fucking Kenya like everyone says it is. It's in Tanzania or Tanzania is what white people say.
I bless the rains down in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get the wording correct.
Okay. Excuse me for me being not up on the 1970s fucking. I wish I was there but never been there fucking mentality. But anyhow, diplomatic community. But anyways, going back to what I was saying about the language stuff, I didn't get paid for any of those languages. Sorry, ICE. There's nothing in the database here for us to submit your pay for this language because it's not in the system because we don't teach that. Because as soon as I got back from my deployments, I was like, I want to take a DLBT in this. Like, the testing facility, the testing center doesn't even have that language.
So you can't get paid for it if they don't test for it.
Exactly. You can't get paid. Even though I was in many areas to where I click, knock, knock, as Spencer would say. I was fucking rapping a fucking way on that shit. And nobody fucking I didn't get paid. Damn right. Now that would be salty. You're right, Spencer. Brady, I'd be salty about that. And then of course they wanted me to fucking do. Oh, Ice could speak that job. Oh, he could speak that language. Fuck, have you heard him? And then of course the tone of my skin, and people don't believe the individuals that are saying, yeah, Ice could speak that. And they're like, yeah, right, dude. He's no way. No way. You ever see the movie White Man Can't Jump?
My God.
What? I could say it. I was in Africa. Fuck. I could talk that shit. I was in Africa. I blessed the rains down in Africa. And it was sung by. Who was it sung by then? Shit.
Toto.
Exactly. Toto. Yeah.
Don't
Toto.
me on.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. We need to have Drink That Tune 2018 come out or some shit, because I know Spanky's been fucking talking shit. Look at all the stuff that I used to beat you, Ice, when we played Drink That Tune. There's all these fucking bumper stickers and shit for our fucking whatever. Anyways, we're gonna take a break. And we're gonna
Tang Wada Bing Bang.
Wada Bing Bang. This is an atrocity. But we'll take a break so that way we can go on to our third segment of WTF Nation Radio SARS Time. Shots.
Well, it definitely is all about the visuals, although pretty sure it's illegal.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Hungry for another taste. You stumble around the time you waste, and your table's overturned. Sooner or later you crash, then you burn. I think I wanna die tomorrow. And are you gonna be with me? Die tomorrow, 'cause I'm out of time and I'm out of my mind. Simple ways come and go. Still I love the way you turn me on, but I just can't find the words. Everything I say sounds so absurd. I think I wanna die tomorrow. Die on the beat with me. I think I wanna die tomorrow. 'Cause I'm out of time and I'm out of my mind.
that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
Like, then all you can do is, Nation, now you know how we do it when we're on break.
Well, we're not on break anymore. Welcome back to 3 segment of Sergeant's Time. You are not going to believe this. Sorry.
Just mute your mic.
Oh man.
No, I was about to say you just like put something over your mic. You're like,
I just clicked it off.
I heard that. I was like,
Yeah, I'm just here eating peanut butter cookies.
Are you guys not hearing me? Can you guys hear me?
Butter should be so awesome right now.
Oh,
what's your favorite sweet snack?
Oh my god, they can't hear me.
Ooh, mine?
Mine?
No, Mom's.
Oh, okay.
Mom's, what's her favorite sweet snack?
They can't hear me right now.
Cheesecake.
That you can't make.
That I can't make?
Yeah, like that one thing that you just wish someone would come up and make it for you.
Oh, they can't hear me.
Cheesecake.
No.
She says cheesecake.
I'm trying to do an answer. Like, because cheesecake is a pain in the ass to make sometimes.
Can you guys hear me?
Cheesecake, I was like, fuck.
Hello, you guys there? Hello. I like to speak to some booty. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Wow. I was playing.
So we're just sitting here.
I was just hanging out. I was just hanging out with the audience right now, playing my African music.
Apparently we're back live because I just saw comments about peanut butter cookies and
atrocities and unicorn raping. Exactly. You don't know which card you're gonna get. There we go.
Really good.
Yeah, really good. Anyways, so we're back. Part 3. We go through and we dig through the inbox right now, but I think there's a lot of inbox traffic on what's happening with Jose's story that I'm not gonna dig in the inbox. I'm not even gonna look to see what's in the inbox right now due to the fact that there's a lot of atrocities going on with the reporting of what Jose's doing at Fort Bragg. Hey, don't get busted at the gate, Jose. They're freaking really strict. They're probably looking for you right now as we speak anyways. Be on the lookout for a guy.
Atrocity.
Yeah, it's an atrocity. Be on the lookout for a guy that looks like Machete. Looks like Danny Trejo. That's about it. But with a haircut. He looks like Danny Trejo without a haircut, with a haircut and a more closer mustache. So you never know. See, Jose. But anywho. So we cover God, I'm like so distracted right now. I'm getting PM stuff. Oh, what were we talking about earlier? Fuck, dude.
DLPT and shit.
Yeah, DLPT and shit. Holy crap. They can't hear eyes. Hi, Holly. How you been? So anywho, I think we beat that dead horse, right? We beat that horse to a fucking tail pulp. I'm so distracted right now. A, because we don't have a guest, and B, because Jose is PMing me shit and don't say this, don't say that. And I'm like, God damn it. Make sure you don't say this. He's like, you don't give a fuck. Third ID. Hey, third ID. Exactly that, Brady. Jose is an in-reg Danny Trejo. So if he looks like, he sort of looks like Danny Trejo. So if you see somebody running around and you know how you could totally tell somebody who's been in the military that just can't let go because they wear 511 pants. And they'll wear like a fucking Under Armour shirt and sunglasses and
a
shit.
contractor.
Yeah, he looks like a contractor and stuff. Even though they look exactly that. You notice that? That's how military people like. That's how they dress after when they're in civilian clothes. They dress like that.
Now, so for the 511 thing, the pants anyway, I will say as a contractor before,
those are uncomfortable pants, dude.
They are, and they've got great storage, and
yes,
the pockets are functional.
Yeah, and
that's
you
all
can put, and you can put your hands in your pockets. You put your hands. So
everybody wears them, and you know who a contractor is.
Yeah, exactly. So I was looking for Jose one time. Me and Jose were shooting the shit one time, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be in your AO. Just look for me." And I walked up to this dude and I said, "Oh my God, fucking Danny Trejo, I'm your biggest fucking fan. Or is your haircut for a movie?" And he goes, "Sit down, Ice. Fucking, you want a beer?" And I'm thinking, holy shit, he looks like Danny Trejo. I honestly thought it was Danny Trejo. So there you go. There's a sneak peek of the hoser of Jose. See, I guess there's a lot of fans that are really quick. Yeah, exactly. Columbia's quick dry too. I like Columbia. I like 511. So, but anyways, so yeah, apparently there's some Danny Trejo fans out there. We need to have him come on. If you look at him, like I said, you're gonna think Danny Trejo. So yeah, be careful out there, Jose, doing your shit, because I know you got a lot of stuff going on. You got people that are jocking for you and all that.
For you,
Yeah. Speaking of jocking, I know this has nothing to do with anything, but just real quick drama. There's, I guess, people getting all butthurt due to the fact that John McCain is not doing so well, and so there are people that are talking about his seat, and they don't understand. Everyone thinks it's callous.
Welcome.
No, everyone thinks it's callous that he's getting his seat already eyed upon before he gets out. Before and they think
his seat's been eyed upon for a long damn time.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like, dude, he's gonna go and do it. I mean, it's sad. I mean, he's got an aggressive form of brain cancer, but I mean, let's be real. Let's talk about reality. Not everyone's gonna be in that job forever. I remember the waiting for fucking who was it? What was that guy? The guy that was like shitting on himself on fucking in Congress. And the guy was so fucking old that they were holding his hand up to vote and shit. Strom Thurmond, that fucking dude. Old as fuck. Guy could barely even say vote. And the next thing you know, that was it. He's fucking... And they said that every time he came in the fucking room and they didn't know if he was dead or not. Like they had to wave hands in front of him and he'd look at him and was like, "I'm alive, asshole." And then that'd be it.
So here's a couple things about that. So there's when it comes to, and again, this goes back to when I'm on Tied Up Tuesdays and whatnot, and I preach about this, and I know I've preached about it on Sergeant's Time before my hiatus.
Terminus.
There are rules that govern how that seat gets replaced, right? So if he were to step down or, God forbid he passed while on an active term, there are rules to replace him, i.e. they can handpick the successor to finish out the current term, right? And then that sets them up for re-election and all other stuff. But if he were to be recalled, i.e. the people of Arizona that he represents doesn't think he can adequately do a job, they recall him, this recall is successful, and then the people of Arizona can vote in whoever the hell they please. Does that make sense?
No, but it's just like somebody who's about ready to retire. Immediately, you're going to have a plan to who you're going to think is going to be their successor, right? I mean, that's normal. That's normal.
Right, but it's
normal expectancy type of shit. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks it's the fucking Republicans getting all butthurt about it. They're like, "Well, it's fucking callous that you're not there looking for his position." Well, the seat's got to get filled, and like you said, yeah, you were saying it's got to be there's got to be a process of it, right?
And there's some of the parties should already be thinking about and talking to the if it's a Republican governor in the state of Arizona, because that's who gets to pick the successor if something were to happen to McCain. Then they need to start planning that strategy out like time now. They should already have a contingency plan for that.
Correct. No, we're not talking about Burke. We're talking about fucking John McCain. No, but every organization that gets an inkling of somebody who is of prominence or in a position that is everyone runs that scenario through their head. I mean, come on, you think about it. When you're at work and you find out that the COO or the board of directors is going to, one of the guys is going to step out, they're going to have systems in place to identify who's going to replace it. Or hell, in the Army, they already know well in advance who's going to replace somebody if they step down. I mean, obviously a KIA is a little bit different, but if someone's stepping down, if you are stepping down, and everybody knows, like, say, I'm done, I'm retiring, then the unit has to have a plan in place to go whatever. They actually have, in those types of positions, lists already pre-made. Okay, when ICE is out of here, so-and-so's replacing him. Already. It's not callous. It's just one of those things to maintain the continuity of the of whatever is your organization that's functioning. In our case, we're talking about John McCain. It's the freaking it's him in Congress. And he's in the Senate, and everyone in Congress, both Republican and Democrats are fucking Trump haters. Everyone hates him anyways because he's an outsider or what have you. So they're looking for somebody that could possibly go either run up, because all these senators and all that, what do they end up wanting to do? They all want to go and fucking become what? They want to become president. They all don't let them fucking fool you. They're lying through their ass if they say they don't. A lot of them have that jockeying position, and they're just waiting for their time to be bid out, to buy their time, so that way a specific support could come through. But to sit there and say that it's fucked up that you're making a position about this and it's off color, it is not off color. I mean, you're right. There is a contingency plan already to say, hey, look, it sucks. We hope the guy pulls through. But what if he doesn't? Who's going to step up? Those are actual, doctors talk like this. If you were to hear how a doctor speaks to people or about people, you'd be shocked, because everyone has gotten so fucking sensitive about the entitlement of what should come to. We just had an election that was like that. Somebody felt that they were owed the presidency. The same thing goes with that. I mean, if I go, somebody's gonna go take my spot here. Same thing with you, Great Cloud. Everybody here, the organization has a plan in hand already to do this, so it's not bad. I don't think so. Unless there's some other fucking other than an agenda that we're talking about. But of course, everybody hates Trump, so that's why I don't even watch the news anymore. And that was the only tidbit of news that I've got out of the news cycle, was the fact that everyone says that it's messed up that these comments that they were made about McCain was messed up, and I'm thinking, okay, well, who's complaining now? Who's being little bitches about it? And it comes to find out it's the Republicans. So I'm like, great, y'all bunch of bitches. But hey, do I need to do the disclaimer again? Because in case everybody gets all fucking butthurt and shit.
Up to you.
It's up to you. We haven't done I've yet to do a disclaimer tonight, except for the Tim Kennedy one that nobody likes because they're talking about raping unicorns and shit. Everybody knows that those things don't exist, right? Let me tell you real quick, Star Wars doesn't exist either. How about that? Neither does Star Trek.
Unicorns exist.
Oh, they do, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Believe that. Just let her believe it. Our night will be a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
What's going on, Stankus?
What the hell? That just made my brain hurt. What's going on, fellas and ladies?
Oh, what's going on? Well, was that a pun?
Yeah.
Too soon.
No. I've actually been listening for the last 20 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
Definitely paying attention there. But yeah, so John McCain's not a war hero. There you go.
Whoa.
There it is.
Damn.
Well, I'm just quoting somebody here in the Facebook live chat.
Oh.
It's right there.
Oh. Oh.
Anyway, I mean, let's just be honest, man. This guy, he can't figure out where he wants to be. But, I think he needs to go ahead and just say, hey, he's put in the long, hard slog. He served his country twice in two forms, and, like I said, go spend some time with his family,
That's what I would do. When it comes to a serious health issue like that, that's a wake-up call, man. That's a time to reflect and say, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and step down. I think I'm done.
Yeah, and really over the last 15 years, his politics have really been just all over the place. Really, he didn't know he wanted to pander to the media. I think he's kind of catered to the little cult of personality thing, and nonetheless, despite my differences with him, I certainly wouldn't wish what the fuck he's got eating his ass alive right now. And granted, politically speaking, it would probably be a good thing that actually probably the Republicans are probably getting more conservative voice in there. But the fact is that ever since Trump said that, every vote for the most part, I'm actually surprised the tax deal went through. I'm not going to bore the fucking whole room with fucking politics, but even McCain actually capitulated on the tax deal, getting it pushed through. But everything else, though, whenever he could just fly his dilapidated ass across country to make sure he showed up for a vote to say no, he was there.
Well, here's my thing. I look at it like this. Several, and since you brought it up, there have been several former candidates, to include the Burn, that has said, and I'm only going to stick my toe in the political hot tub right now. They said this is a good idea. He said Bernie Sanders said that some of these taxes that are happening are good. And Bernie Sanders brought this up. Not ICE. Bernie Sanders brought up the fact that the middle age, so everyone's talking about the middle class. The middle class are going to pay a little bit less taxes, and the individuals who make a certain amount are not going to pay any taxes. If you own a home that is worth more than, I think, $500,000 or something like that. In other words, if you have a big ass fucking baller ass mansion, you're going to pay high taxes there. Looks like to me that's paying your fair share, right? This is what Bernie Sanders brought up. And he's like, yeah, there's a good thing. There's a good thing. And I'm like, wow, shit. He said that? Holy shit.
Yeah. I would have to actually to look and see exactly what you're referring to. But, Bernie was, I could say, just looking at what I understand about this tax reform that went through, from the people's standpoint, the middle class isn't exactly getting soaked on it.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not getting a big break, for the record, and the upper 1% aren't getting a break either. It's mainly on the corporate side.
Well, I mean, again, we real quick disclaimer. We at WTF Nation Radio, the only thing we advocate is helping each other out as veterans, active duty member community, providing information and entertainment, eating tacos, drinking shots, and hanging out with the ladies and enjoying ourselves and our families. That's about as far as we go as far as our agenda. So before anybody, and we've made fun of everybody. We've made fun of everyone. Anybody who's in politics, any side, any race, any color, only because we have card-carrying members of all the groups that we make fun of. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but we don't care. We're apolitical when it comes to that. I'm just pointing obvious shit. I'm just asking simple fucking questions. You can call me. I mean, like I said, one show I was called a diehard conservative, and the other show somebody called me a diehard fucking left-wing snowflake. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. It's just one of those things to where I believe in the security of our country. I believe in supporting our troops. I believe in not disrespecting our country, but then again, there's some other programs and things that would people consider left-leaning.
I think we get the point. Disclaimer.
Yeah, exactly. Just disclaimer.
Definitely acknowledged.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was me. That was all me.
Yeah, that was all. Yeah.
Retard calling in off the radio program.
No, we're getting stanked. That's normal. But again,
Yeah,
it's just
that's
one of
right.
those things where people were saying that it's not a like somebody brought up term limits. I agree, term limits. Fuck yeah, dude. Like we were talking about when Strom
Yeah,
Thurmond was shitting
definitely.
himself on the fucking on the Senate floor. Damn, dude, really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on,
He
brother.
dropped the ass right there.
Yeah, he would drop ass right there, and it was like, oh, it looks like Strom needs his bag changed. What the fuck is that? Why should that even be like a routine? Dude, Strom's turning. Oh, you guys voted for this? God damn, dude, really? Bro.
Well, that's a fact. I mean, and here's the thing. I mean, I tend to lean a particular way, which I'll leave that for further discussion. But at the end of the day, I believe the ruling class is in fact the ruling class, and and at the end of the day, power buys more than money does, and some people will get carried away with it, and they will literally stay in there until they go straight from the Senate chair until they're hauled off to the coffin. They just can't give it up. But hopefully, John McCain will go ahead and spend what little time he has left with his family, and hopefully he'll get to enjoy a little bit of what's left of his work. So.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I have any issues with my any health issues like that. You damn right. You best believe I'm like, see ya. What about this?
Well,
see ya.
and there's no doubt he's suffered, terribly at the hands of the North Vietnamese during his captivity. There's absolutely no doubt, and he handled himself with as much honor as what could be shown. That was a cheap shot. Yeah, I think that Trump took at him. That was a little bit beyond the pale. I don't think it helped him out any. It certainly didn't help him out when he needed votes in the Senate, did it?
No, it didn't.
So
it didn't.
Nonetheless. So look, hey, I had another question just to get off politics.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
man.
earlier, about 10 minutes ago, there's another dude you were talking to. His voice sounded vaguely familiar, and he said he used to run Sergeant's Time or engage in Sergeant Time. Who was that?
That was Grey Cloud.
That was me, Grey Cloud.
Why?
That must have been just time. Were you filling in, Gray, for ICE?
No. I used to be on, and then scheduled.
He used to be. Yeah, he used to be on. He used to be on with us all the time on Thursdays, and then he went to go and chase the ladies and shit, and hung out with freaking Minx, and then Minx said, "I don't want to give him back." And next thing you know, fucking now I don't have a fucking co-host anymore. So.
Okay, never mind. I thought maybe ICE had been a precursor.
Oh, blah blah blah.
Yeah, blah blah blah. That's right. And I was also just reading here that we were all actually reminiscing, Kaz and Spanky, myself, about how you used to routinely put in a pretty marginal showing on Name That Tune.
Well, you're talking about Drink That Tune.
Claimed that we whooped their ass. I've got a bumper sticker for
everyone.
it.
Everyone won games at specific categories. So there was no true one reigning champion. Everyone likes to say, "Well, I was champion. I did this and I did that." Nah, I don't want to hear it. There are some people because of schedules and stuff like that would play, or there's some whatever. So yeah, there's gonna be there might be.
Well, I can just say that my victory was the truest in the sense that there would be absolutely no way in hell that anybody would ever feed me the list of the game because I wasn't affiliated with the operation. I'm just saying, not you, mind you, of course. Yeah.
Damn!
There would be absolutely no doubt. No doubt.
Damn! Were you talking about there was WTF Nation collusion? Is that what you're suggesting? Are you suggesting there was
all
collusion?
I'm saying is that I understand those bumper stickers probably cost about 25 cents a copy, and you guys' budget at the time might have been a little on the low end, and so you wanted to keep it in house,
Anything
but
stated by
that got through. Just saying.
Well, anything delivered or stated by WTF Nation Radio is not to be disclosed on any current operations if we were to confirm nor deny any fact that we were going to disclose such costs or any type of overhead or residual costs or royalties to which therein was. So I won't be able to say what we made or may not made on that. How about that?
Are you saying you need to recuse yourself and you want me to appoint a special counsel? I mean, if so, we can go ahead and pull that off,
No way, dude. Because
you haven't already.
No, because special counsel you actually have. Yeah, the special counsel already has the answers to the test that they know that they can't pass. How about that? That's how.
Is Donnie Trejo Molcajete Jose going to be our special counsel prosecutor?
Well, you never know, brother. You never know. He when he comes in and he starts going, you know, you're gonna you'll find out. You'll find out some of the shit that Jose's dreaming up. He came out the plane, bro.
You mentioned that. You mentioned that earlier before I called in, and I didn't click off of the live feed. I'm on Facebook. I'm listening to you on Facebook because you know when you click off, it's gone. You know.
Yeah.
So I was gonna go jump back to the room to try to read up and see where we're at on the Jose deal.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you've already covered it. So I won't belabor.
Yeah, we covered it, man. Yeah, he like I said, he's got a lot of stuff going. Like I was telling the audience earlier, it's the stories that Jose has in the queue. As he said, we will rock 2018. And I made an analogy. It's the same as someone wearing a sweater and you see a thread and you slowly start to pull it and then you realize, you know, it's gonna fucking fall apart and then you stop. You know what I mean? So.
So shit. No, when it's all said and done, you're just wearing sleeves.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah. Hey, I got one more thing here.
Shoot.
So did you hear about the last 2 to 3 weeks? There was a massive exercise out west. It would normally would be at Nellis Air Force Base, you know, so where the Air Force have their red flag annual exercises, where they do all their training and whatnot. But this time it involved military airlift aircraft.
So you want me to? You trying to make me disclose some shit that I can't disclose? Is that what you're saying? Anything that
absolutely not.
Just,
no.
When you precursor anything with Nellis,
actually, I still have a secret clearance as well.
We can't even talk about it.
We do that, but it sure is fun to speculate in the real world because tons of other amateurs certainly have.
Oh, I love me some tinfoil hat shit. You can call up Jay Reddy's show on Saturday. He'll be able to give you in all the fucking tinfoil hatness.
Oh, Jay Reddy.
Oh, that's his forte,
my brother
brother.
From down the road, man. I don't know where he's residing at nowadays.
Dude, man,
SLA.
Yeah,
but, good old Jay Reddy.
Yeah, he'll bust out them conspiracy theories that when he starts tying up those loose ends, that you go, whoa, holy crap!
I'm actually some of the feedback that I'm getting from a consensus of totally uneducated and non-informed individuals, though. Based on the premise, and there's certainly some degree of plausibility to it. I wouldn't give it any significant weight, but it was literally the equivalent of an exercise of evac dependence. There you go.
Oh, that was that.
Not that you would know anything about that. That's above your pay grade there, my man. You would know about that 24 hours before it ever kicked off.
That's above my pay grade to even speculate.
Of course, absolutely, yeah. See, because you were still vetted and still confined to the legalities of your
of course
your contract. So
of course.
Say a word. I don't want you to fuck it up.
No, man.
For the rest of us.
Yeah, don't kill me, bro. You're killing me. I don't want to. I don't want to die by a suicide with bullets in the back of my head. You know what I mean? That's not how I want to go.
Yeah. Well, no. Hillary wasn't elected. You're okay. So you're totally okay. There we go again. Time for your disclaimer.
Here we go, man. Talking about no politics.
In any case,
well, appreciate you calling up, man.
How's the baby ice doing? The baby ice is good.
Oh, dude, he's freaking. He made off like a bandit. For gifts from family and everybody. So good to go. All the kids, Princess Size 2, made some mad loot, and then it's pretty impressive. Pretty good haul this year. We just need more storage space now for all the loot that they get, because every time they get new stuff from family members, they just like, oh my god, I need another house, not for in a storage area, just for their toys, because they just get too much stuff. But it's not.
That's exactly where I'm at.
No electronics though. They're not. These are like trucks and blocks and learning how to little toolboxes and shit like that. So pretty good. Good.
Somebody got a little stank. It's literally is like the front end of an automobile with an engine block in it with spark plugs and fans and wheels, and they got tools with it. And you take that shit apart and you put it all back together, and it won't start the fuck back up unless you get it all together right and shit. And I'm like, wow, okay, so the little slank's going to be a mechanic, I guess, because he went right at it, but then he, there's, like I said, 3 separate types of tools that work with it. You're trying to teach them, spatial geometry and shit. Okay, this tool doesn't work with that spark plug. you know.
Yeah,
And he's
exactly.
like hammering at it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You're
I'm
supposed
like,
to use
oh,
a
that's how
socket,
your
dude.
daddy would actually change the spark plugs.
Yeah.
But you should probably do it the right way.
Yeah, you're supposed to be using a socket wrench. So.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, look, I'm going to let you guys go. Everybody's been real quiet. God, I'm sorry I've monopolized the conversation.
Get your blabbing.
I know Mom's on here, right?
No, she's out because we're about ready to, to freaking wrap it up. We gotta do some house cleaning, man, and then throw your comment up. All right, man. Have a good one.
You take it easy, guys.
All right.
We'll see y'all later.
All right, man.
Bye.
Thanks, King. Wow. Well, once again, we got stanked.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me pull up his little stinger up. He has his own little stinger for Stankus. Here we go. You got stanked.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Hey, so real quick, gonna do some house cleaning right now. We don't have another guest until after 2018, next Thursday.
Yep, 4th.
Yeah, the 4th. Both. Brent Mango from the Sparta Project. No two veterans or first responders face the same issues, but as peers, the Sparta Project knows how to help. They guide, inspire, and heal veterans and first responders who suffer from PTS, and they are dedicated to the healing of invisible wounds of war and of service. Hey, this is just for next week. Don't worry. The calendar is about ready to go massively crazy. There's going to be some format stuff happening. You're going to see some more. You're going to be. 2018 is going to be great for WTF Nation Radio and for you guys because you guys are going to benefit from it as well. It's more fucking work for us to do, but it's going to be really good. It's going to pay off. It's the good kind of work where you bust your ass and then you're going to see the results, and then hopefully you guys will like it, and then we'll be happy that you've done it. But what's that said? What's that? What? Quick, hide Mr. Katie's body hair straps. Oh, what the hell is? Oh, gotcha. Okay, we're talking about Mr. Katie. Anyways, yeah. So that's all we have going on right now with freaking with our guests. Again, don't sweat it. We have a show Monday, Tuesday. Let's put it this way: we have a show every day except for Wednesdays.
Yes,
that's it. Every day except for Wednesdays. We have a midday show on Tuesday and Thursdays with the Taco Truck. And that's with KJ from 12 to 1400. We're hiring, okay? But when we're hiring with somebody that we're looking for that will grab our attention for this. Now, there's going to be some things you just can't, obviously, if you're not, don't take this the wrong way, if you're not qualified to do it or you don't know how to do it, it's going to be difficult. We need somebody to hit the ground running now. So, don't sweat the applications. If you send them in, don't get butthurt or whatever, and we're reviewing them, and then we get kicked around. We have our own front desk. We got a lot of admin crap we got to go through. But once that happens and you get hired, what we're trying to do, just to really give it a sneak peek, is continue a daily show in the daytime every day. And so that's what we're looking to build up. We're looking to build up our social media stuff, so that way we'll be able to provide you more multi-platformed information and entertainment. So that's pretty much what it is. That's our drive right now. On-air talent, God, it's not as easy as one thinks it is.
It is not.
It is. Well, I could just go on there and just say anything I fucking want, and it'd be good to go.
Nope.
And no, okay. All of us have said the same thing. And once you've been doing it and you get your rhythm down to it, it's pretty quick. Shit, I had the guys tell me to go on break because I was blabbing my ass off because I'm so used to freaking how to get back in the swing of things because I've been rusty. There's not going to be a New Year's party. I don't know. Did we do a New Year's one last year? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'll have to check it out. We'll have to see if the kids want to do it. Or the guys. I'm sorry, I can't say kids. I don't want anybody to get upset. Because you don't like it when I call you kid. So,
yeah. That goes home back to the changing from high school to flight school to street to seat.
Yeah, exactly. We were all this. Because I'm old. I'm old enough to be all y'all's big brother and shit. I guess I can't really. I just call you little bros, little sisters, or something like that. It's just a habit. You know what I mean? Fuck. I'm sorry. It just be it's just a habit. Just, I don't change. Hey, I don't change how you speak. Anyways, but everyone here is again, every night except for Wednesdays, we have a show. So Mondays, myself and Flash. Tuesday is Gray Cloud and Minx. Thursday's me and Mike Golf and Doc Madness. And then Friday is Friday Night Freedom with Pooks and Minx. Saturday is Saturday Night Savagery, of course. You can't with Jay Reddy. It's an awesome format. I love this format. I was kind of thinking about it a little bit. Yeah, whatever. I don't know if this is gonna work, but actually, kind of glad we let Jay Reddy run with that. That's awesome. I love that format. It's actually grown on me now. It's a pretty good show too. Some of the shows are awesome. Actually, all of the shows are awesome. All of our shows are awesome. Then we have the Green One on Sunday. That's pretty much it. 20 to 2300. God, I don't know what else to say aside from that.
To recap on what you were saying, 2018, I think with some of the stuff we were trying to accomplish and some of the stuff that's coming, I know of one or two things that we're trying to work. I think it's going to blow the nation away. I really think that.
Yeah, without blowing the nation away, without letting the cat out of the bag. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. Some big projects coming up. So again, stay tuned. Always pay attention. Always check out our the Facebook pages. U.S. Army WTF Moments, Facebook, of course, and then you have facebook.com/WTFNR. Anything with a /WTFNR, if it's Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Check out the website, WTFNationRadio.com, where you can pull a podcast and you can check out everybody's shows on there. If you didn't catch it, you can catch it on iTunes. Go on the TuneIn app if you want to listen right now. Facebook Live, of course. However, but if you want to download it, you can get through iTunes. Yes, iTunes. And listen to shows anytime you want. Download them and all that. Shoot us a request if you want to shoot. Hey, by the way, if you are an aspiring artist, and I don't mean like the guys who like to paint. I'm talking about guys that want to do digital graphics, like cartoon type stuff. Hit us up, because we're kind of one of the ventures is possibly doing something like that, animation type shit. Now, if you're somebody who's a member of a band or you're an unsigned artiste as far as music goes, and you want to throw your tunes up on here, send us a fucking message. Hit us up. Hit the link on WTFNationRadio.com's website to contact us, and hit us up. We're more than happy to play your music. Give us permission to do it. Say we can do it, and all this other crap. Make sure that if you're unsigned, even better. But if you're signed, make sure you go through your record company and also the bullshit and all that, so that we don't get fucking drama from Facebook and all that when we post your music. However, if you're unsigned and you don't have a contract and you just want to get your music out there, maybe somebody will pick it up, because we have picked up fans from all across the globe. From the Far East, down under, to overseas in, we pretty much span Europe, Africa. We've hit every continent. Asia. We had one listener from Singapore one time too. So our span of influence is huge. It's huge. So if you want to get known and you want to throw some good tunes, now we're gonna listen to it first. I mean, don't be throwing some crazy ass shit. It's gonna be good music. So if you're gonna, if you're good and we like it, and we play it. Don't get butthurt if we don't. And don't forget to check out our partners as well. War Horses for Veterans. Go to their website and go to their page, their Facebook page. They're all doing they're check out their they got something going on with their covered arena. That's gonna be pretty cool too. The Veterans Report with Jim Cannon. Check out that page too. Very informative. Had some good guests. Had the guy from the Call of Duty endowment last weekend. Did you see that? Did you see that show? Did you hear that show?
No.
Oh man, yeah, you should check it out.
I have to go look at that.
Yeah, go to veteransreport.com, and he had the guy from the Call of Duty endowment. He had Evan from Black Rifle Copy. I mean, he's been on here before too, so he had him on there. So again, he's a good partner too. So shout out to Jim. Other than that, Greg Cloud, you got anything for me, man?
No. Again, it's nice to be back from the first break, and I really think, like I said earlier, 2018 is going to be an awesome year for us.
Awesome.
And for the nation, not just us, but the nation.
Yeah, WTF Nation, of course. So with that, everyone, you guys have a good night. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And then shots.
Shots.
The bitches, they love visuals.
Call the show now at 415-889-8367.
Open fire. I bet you motherfuckers die when we ride with our enemies. When we ride, when we ride with our enemies. Yes, I bet you motherfuckers die when we ride with our enemies. When we ride, when we ride on our enemies. Hey, fuck with the 5.0. These motherfuckers on my ass, I'm in traffic. Will it be tragic? I'm coming down the corner like a magic, doing 90 on the freeway. And hitting switches in the high-speed chase with these punk bitches. Don't turn around, I ain't giving up. Cause they don't worry me, pussy ass bitches better bury me. Running out of gas, time to park it. Nowhere to go with the lights up, rolling down a dirt road. But I ain't going to lie, I'd rather die to be a convict. I'd rather fly on my target. I hit the corner doing 90. Oh shit, them bitches right behind me. Yes, I bet you motherfuckers die when we ride with our enemies. When we ride, when we ride on our enemies. Yes, I bet you motherfuckers die when we ride with our enemies. When we ride, when we ride on our enemies. Yes, I bet you motherfuckers die when we ride with our enemies. When we ride, when we ride on our enemies. Yes, I bet you motherfuckers die when we ride with our enemies. When we ride, when we ride on our enemies.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping lifted scenes while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my still remain within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, and my eyes were staring by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs and voices never shared. And no one dared to spend the sound of silence. where cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my love that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops fell, and echoed in the wells of silence, and the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign lashed out his warning, and the words that it was forming. In the signs there were words of the prophets all written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.